final minute and change.
Chase McClellan just under 900 yards rushing and 8 touchdowns a year ago for the Crimson Tide.
Yep.
Had 15 catches out of the backfield. Had almost 2,000 yards rushing as a member of Alabama's football team. And 24 total touchdowns.
44 career games for Nick Saban. There's a first down carry by McClellan with 45 seconds left. So Falcons and Bucks. Tampa will play tomorrow night at 4-2. Atlanta's going to take their first conference loss here today. They'll be 4-3 overall, 3-0 against the NFC South, 4-1 against the NFC. They've played 2 AFC games.
And you mentioned it, Wes. You've played 5 games at home now.
Yeah,
and you've lost a couple at home, which means you're going to have to go get a couple on the road. You've gotten 1 in Philly.
You got 1 in Charlotte, 1 in Philly. You're going to have to go get maybe 3 or 4 more. And that will be the final play of the game on a midfield run by McClellan. So Seattle continues one of the weirder trends of the series. They have now won 8 of 10 games against Atlanta in Atlanta. And they do so today, 34-14 the final. Stay tuned. We'll tee up the Mercedes-Benz postgame show with Chris Goforth and Mike Johnson. Will do that right after this from Mercedes-Benz.
Whatever you're into, Mercedes-Benz has an SUV for you. City shopping spree you. Weekend getaway you. Outdoor adventures you. Or whatever you want to be. Stylish, powerful, sophisticated. Because when you're in a Mercedes, you'd expect nothing less. Mercedes-Benz SUVs featuring the GLE plug-in hybrid and the all-new GLC plug-in hybrid. Visit MBUSA.com. For special offers on select SUV models. Mercedes-Benz, official vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes, but one who cares enough to play from the heart
out here. Referee today will be Carl Cheffers as he gets everyone.
The proud home of the Carolina Panthers.
This is the National Football League, and these are the Carolina Panthers.
Complete touchdown right side, touchdown Carolina.
Ready and now.
Get ready. It's game time in the NFL.
Catapults into the end zone. Touchdown Carolina.
And now, along with Jim Szoke, Kurt Coleman, and Sharon Thorsland, here's the play-by-play voice of the Carolina Panthers, Anish Shroff.
Week 7 of the NFL about to get underway here at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, home of the Washington Commanders. The Panthers, white tops, blue pants, silver helmets. They will receive, working left to right, Raheem Blackshear jumping around his own goal line. Xavier Legette with him, back deep to receive. And Washington will kick off from its own 35-yard line. Austin Seibert, fourth-year man out of Oklahoma. Commanders, yellow pants, red tops, yellow numbers. Anish Shroff, Jim Szoke, Kurt Coleman, Sharon Thorsland down on the sideline. About ready for football. Panthers at 1-5. Commanders at 4-2. Andy Dalton, and once again getting to start at quarterback today for Carolina. Injuries on defense, a big story for the Panthers. But this is an offense that's been okay since Andy Dalton took. Get weight at their own 5-yard line. Seibert approaches, swings the leg, sends a high end-over-end kick. Blackshear makes the catch at the 6, has the 10, cuts it upfield across the 20 to the 25, breaks the tackle, down to the 30. Washington is going to set up second down and about 4 to go here. Pickup of 6.
I think we have
receiver set with the tight end.
Going to bring up third down for.
Of that, and we've seen it with the fly sweeps and all this. It just opens up the run game much more.
Three receivers set. Coker slot right. Shotgun snap. Pressure coming. Screen pass is intercepted by Washington. And the Commanders are going to run this all the way back for a touchdown. Diontae Fowler Jr.
Dumping it off, trying to avoid the pressure that was coming.
Yeah, so a good-looking drive thwarted with a 67-yard interception return for a touchdown by Diontae Fowler. Panthers showed they could move the ball. The turnover bug bites them.
Carolina Panthers football.
Running for his life, and he's sacked. The
I am Keith. There is a very quick update in Washington.
Panthers at Commanders.
So the Panthers get the ball, and the Andy Dalton experience or experiment or whatever word you want to say doesn't seem to be working as well as it did right off the bat. A pick six as the Commanders now take a 7-0 early lead, Chad.
Again, of course.
This is going to be the theme of the show. I love it.
No surprise there. Panthers are a bad football team. And so, again, the Andy Dalton bump got them a victory. But the return to meme is back. The return to...
In the English language. Your chat.
Getting after these receivers, you got to stick with them a little longer. Because Jayden Daniels is so able to extend plays with his legs, tackling also going to be key in this one. That's been a focus all week for this defense. They've got to get some stops. They want to try and get off the field here, get these into third and manageable so they can try and get after Jayden Daniels. But got to cut off those rush lanes and keep him contained as much as possible, which is certainly no easy task, Anish.
Yeah, especially with a defense that seemed to have about half the defense on the injury report this week. The strength still remains the secondary. Jayden Daniels comes out in the shotgun, and on first down, Daniels will run. Zone read keeper, right side, big hole. He's got the 30, slips a tackle, midfield, and finally dragged down in Carolina territory at about the 40-yard line of the Panthers. So on one play, Washington essentially flips the field. I tell you what, the kid is dynamic. He's on pace for close to 1,000 yards rushing and 4,000 yards passing. Austin Ekeler, the former Charger, and he brings
back to that long run by Daniels. Kurt, as you saw, Marquise Haynes biting inside, just left that whole edge wide open.
Illegal snap, number 63. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Yeah, and to run through the injuries again for the Panthers on the D. Middle linebackers. Troy Hill, the nickel back, cut earlier in the week. Shotgun snap, it's a handoff. And that is McNichols out to the 35-yard line. It's going to set up a third down and about 2. Jeremy McNichols, running back out of Boise State, came into the game averaging close to 7 yards per carry. Third down and 1 from the 35 of Carolina. 7-0 Washington, 7:35 and ticking opening quarter. Week 7 of the NFL. Washington at 4-2 with a rookie quarterback. Kurt, it's pretty easy to talk yourself into this Commanders team as through a phalanx of Panthers all the way to the 21-yard line. A gain of 10, another first down for Washington.
Coordinator who has long been hailed since his days at Texas Tech as one of the best play-calling minds on the offensive side.
He really does. I mean, there's a reason why he got the head coaching position down there in Arizona, thinking that he could take Kyler Murray. And I really do think he understands the game of offense and always kind of figuring out where does my quarterback fit within this offensive system. And he does a great job.
Snap, Robinson drives inside the 10 to the 8 up the middle. First and goal, Washington. And Jim, there's a trend here. Every play on this drive has been a run.
It's interesting because they have a quarterback that you don't have to shift out into a wildcat. You could do it if you wanted to with Daniels, but even that worked for them. And usually if you do that, you want to have the extra blocker out there. So Daniels essentially was out of that play. It still worked.
I'm looking at Jayden Daniels right now. I think from that big hit, that big run, he got kind of folded in half, almost like a lawn chair. He's actually running with a little bit of grimace in his ribs. I'm willing to believe that he took a hard hit down there.
McLaurin motions behind Daniels. He catches the screen pass in the flat and then ran into, looked like his own guy, and goes down at the 6-yard line. We caught a break there. McLaurin, their top receiver, who's had 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons, caught some friendly fire. It's second down and goal from the 6.
Yeah, J.C. Horn was holding up the receiver who was trying to block him, and you're right, he ran right into the back of his own teammate.
Second and goal. Daniels is in the shotgun. Robinson off his right hip. Noah Brown, the motion man. The snap, give to Robinson. Hit in the backfield. Nope, they sold it pretty well. It was Daniels on that zone read keeper, and he is tackled in the backfield at the 8-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and goal. Nice play by the Panthers there. It looked like it was going to the running back. Lonnie Johnson went for the running back, and Thomas Incoom got to the quarterback right away.
Really good job of our defense. Again, being gap is sound. When you take the running back, you have to stay on the running back because the quarterback's going to make sure he can clear it.
Trips left. Ekeler, an outstanding receiver, is the running back. Shotgun snap. Daniels throws right side. Ekeler makes the catch. Dropped by Wooten immediately in the flat at the 6-yard line. And a Panther defense that has struggled in the red zone, struggled with goal to go, holds Washington to a field goal attempt here on 4th and goal.
Really good job of fighting through the trash is what we call it, and getting out to your assignment and tackling Austin Ekeler, who is not an easy tackle, but you got to him before he had a chance to make any type of move.
Ekeler, first player in NFL history with 30 rushing and 30 receiving touchdowns in his first 7 seasons, and All-Pro just 2 years ago. Little chip shot field goal for Austin Seibert, a 23-yarder. Snap, hold, and the kick by Seibert is good. He is perfect in his career inside of 40 yards. 10-0 your score. Washington on top of Carolina with 3:20 to go in quarter number 1 here on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
This is your exclusive home for Carolina Panthers football.
7-man drop. Mariota is sacked, charging ahead. Gets the push. Touchdown, Carolina.
Play-by-play coverage of today's game between Carolina and Washington will continue after this.
The proud home of the Carolina Panthers. 99.7 The Fox.
Standing up for everyday Americans is at the very foundation of who Kamala Harris is. Raised in a middle-class home by a working mother who instilled in her a passion for justice and equality. That's why when Kamala Harris became district attorney, she stood up for our kids, keeping them safe by prosecuting sex offenders. She also pioneered a program to give nonviolent drug offenders a second chance. As president, Kamala Harris will continue the fight for everyday Americans. She's already lowered the cost of your health insurance and medications. Insulin is now capped at $35 for seniors. But there's more to do because mortgages, rents, groceries, and utility bills are still too high. Harris's plan to fix it? Build more homes to lower prices and make the wealthy and billionaires pay their fair share so we get a break. All her life, Kamala Harris has been standing up for us. And she doesn't plan to stop anytime soon.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Catch up on all the football action with the Weekend Warriors podcast, hosted by Anish Shroff and Tom Luganville. From expert analysis to insider stories, Weekend Warriors has you covered. Subscribe now on the iHeartRadio app, Panthers.com and Team app, Apple Podcast, or Spotify.
Panther fans, this is an exclusive message from our favorite pizza partner, Domino's Pizza, who is on site at every home game where concessions are sold.
Hey, Panthers fans, this is Ryan from your local Domino's. If you haven't ordered delivery this year, our family-owned company has many of our restaurants now delivering in less than 25 minutes. Get 25% off your entire online delivery order every Panthers game day using coupon code GAMEDAY and experience the best delivery times with the best pizza and the best Panther fans.
Washington entered this game having scored on 62% of its drives through the first 6 games of a season. That is the best mark by any team since at least 1991, when it was Washington in their Super Bowl season when they went 14-2 with Mark Rippon putting together an MVP campaign. Bouncing kick fielded by Blackshear inside the 10, angles up across the 20 and stumbles out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers will start there down 10-0, 3:13 to go, first quarter. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Panthers' first drive, promising. They got inside the Washington 30. Andy Dalton then intercepted on a screen pass, which turned into a pick 6. Next drive, a 3-and-out. Washington took over at about its own 10-yard line and got a field goal. And right now they are showing Jayden Daniels on the TV monitor. He had a big run on that last Washington drive, and Kurt, you mentioned it, looked to be a little shaken up, so maybe Sharon can find out what's going on with Jayden Daniels. Dalton comes out in the shotgun, fakes the toss left to Hubbard. Throws now far left side. Jalen Coker makes the catch. Sterling, Virginia native, 6'3", and it takes about 3 or 4 Commanders to wrangle him and get him down near the sticks.
Yeah, Kurt saw Jayden Daniels grimacing after that run where Mary took himself to the ground. It was weird they would run a wildcat with the quarterback on the field, so that obviously was buying him some time in that situation.
It definitely was, because typically you want that quarterback to pull a corner, a linebacker, somebody out of the box. So, yeah, they're just trying to protect him on that last drive, but we'll see how things go as the game kind of develops.
Pistol set, trips right. Coker now motions left. Second down, a first down. They gave him a first down there. Fake to Hubbard. Dalton in the pocket, fires downfield, intercepted again. Not sure who he was throwing to, and the Commanders bring this into Panther territory. There is a flag down, 2 flags down near the line of scrimmage. That interception by Washington, it's Emmanuel Forbes. First round pick a year ago out of Mississippi State.
Andy Dalton's body language was to put up his right arm as if that wasn't what he's expecting Diontae Johnson to do on that route.
He was supposed to be breaking in, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see what the penalty is.
And one was thrown early and one at the end of the play, so we'll see if there's more than one infraction, or if it was just somebody late to the party as well.
Offense for the Panthers still out there now, walking to the sideline, and the defense coming on. So it looks like whatever this is, the interception and the change of possession will stand as the Carolina defense comes out.
So there are fouls by both teams on the play. Ineligible player downfield, number 68. By rule, that penalty is declined. After the interception, illegal block in the back. Number 99 of the intercepting team. That penalty will be enforced. First down.
So it'll back up Washington. So not really offsetting penalties if one of them's enforced.
They're on-setting penalties is what I would call that. Yeah, so that concept that we were running was a little dagger, and he just did not read that with Diontae Johnson.
So Dalton off to a rough start with 2 picks. He's 4 out of 7. We'll step aside with 2:27 to go. First quarter, Washington 10, Carolina nothing. Here on the Panthers Radio Network, and it's Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
We're going to overtime.
Erica, how much have I spent on concessions?
For questions about their money, Carolina Panthers fans can turn to Erica, the virtual financial assistant in the Bank of America mobile banking app. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/Erica by your side. Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. What would you like the power to do? Erica responses may vary. Digital tools featured require downloading the mobile banking app and may only be available on select mobile devices. Erica is a mobile feature only available in the English language. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America, N.A., member FDIC.
Panthers football is brought to you by Atrium Health, because you deserve to live your best life, and we're here to help.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda Dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
Drive into summer with the Honda CR-V and Accord, your fun-to-drive, weekend getaway vehicles. From Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So hurry in to the Honda Summer Event. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 CR-V or 2024 Accord.
Contact your local Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
The only way to be your best self is with your best health. When you have a health partner who doesn't just treat part of you, they care for all of you. That's why more people prefer Atrium Health, because unrivaled care is easier, more accessible, and more complete than ever before, so that you can enjoy more of the moments you love. That's what it means to live meaningfully, to live joyfully, to live fully with Atrium Health.
Well, big news here. Jayden Daniels having a Rookie of the Year MVP type of season, just went into the locker room for Washington. Marcus Mariota now into the game at quarterback from the shotgun. On first down, Mariota on the zone read, runs right side, breaks a tackle from Horn, and gets around the corner for a couple of yards. This is a game changer. Mariota, Panther fans know him well, was with the Falcons a couple of years ago when he played in 13 games. Last year with Philly, only one game that he's appeared in with Washington this season. 1 for 3, minus 2 yards passing. He's had his struggles, like Daniels, a former Heisman Trophy winner, former number 2 overall pick out of Oregon. In the pistol set with Robinson behind him. De'Ami Brown, the former Tar Heel, in motion. Play action. Mariota in trouble, under pressure, and sacked. Charles Harris gets him on the Washington logo. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for Washington. That sack means another $200 in groceries from Harris Teeter to support Feeding America and the local food banks in North and South Carolina. And Kurt, no Jayden Daniels changes the math for Washington drastically.
Oh, it changes everything right now for us as a team. We get off this field, but obviously he's an experienced quarterback. He knows how to play the game, but he is not as dynamic as Jayden Daniels, and we'll see that.
They got movement. Now you got movement on the offensive line.
Number 86, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
The quarterback, different cadence.
I mean, Marcus Mariota's not taking any first-team snaps. So the continuity that we've always talked about, what are we missing on defense? Guess what? This offense now, the center, the cornerstone of this offense, he's gone right now. So until he comes back, this offense is going to try to figure out how do we make things work and how are we going to call plays designed to make sure that Marcus Mariota can play his best.
And given the history of quarterbacks for this franchise, Washington, over the last 30 years, I'm sure a lot of these fans are having RG3 flashbacks. 3rd down and 15 now from Washington's 49. Mariota in the pocket, lets it fly deep downfield for Brown. Overthrew him, incomplete. De'Ami Brown was open, a good throw, and the Commanders might have a touchdown or at least a 1st and goal. Instead, it's 4th down and no harm, no foul off the interception. And boy, you can feel a pall, a hush in this crowd. The energy has been sucked out of this building. A rookie quarterback in Daniels, who had been playing, and this is not an exaggeration, at an MVP level through 6 games. In the locker room, Mariota comes in. It has changed everything, and let's see if the Panthers can now take advantage. Tressway will punt for just the 11th, or rather 12th time this season. David Moore waits at his own 10-yard line. Way gets it off. Moore signals for a fair catch and makes it at the 11-yard line with the Commanders bearing down. The 40-yard punt, no return.
Word on Jayden Daniels is that it is a ribs injury. He's getting x-rays. His return questionable at this time. Injury updates are brought to you by Atrium Health. You deserve to live your best life, and Atrium Health is here to help.
Kurt, a big part of that Commanders offense was quarterback run. And Mariota's not the mobile quarterback he used to be.
No, he's not. I think all three quarterbacks, especially, they all are able and mobile enough, but they do not change the game like Jayden Daniels has been changing the game and really making this look so effortlessly for this Washington Commanders offense. I think they're going to go over there to the sideline because as injuries kind of happen, it's just a part of the game as we talked about, but now they're going to go to the sideline and say, what do you want to run, Marcus? What can we do to kind of highlight? They're going to have to rely on that run game with Austin Ekeler and Brian Robinson.
34 seconds to go, opening quarter. Panthers down 10-0. On first down, Chuba Hubbard gets the call and fights through gridlock up to the 14-yard line for a gain of 3, maybe 4. Second down and 6. The Panthers do not have to run another play. It would be nice if they did because they're on our end of the field and we are tucked away in the far corner here at FedEx Field. They don't do us any favors, so we can see them. Second quarter starts, they're on the other side. They're a long way away. Dalton under center, Twins righty, and Thomas the tight end off right tackle. Liggett now motions to the left. And time expires. The first quarter comes to an end. This official timeout is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The Panthers trail 10-0, but the Commanders saw their starting quarterback go into the locker room with a ribs injury, return questionable. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
It's game day and the Panthers are heating up. Call Morris Jenkins. You'll have warm heat at your house tonight. Morris Jenkins, official heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services partner of the Carolina Panthers.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
With Harris Teeter Fuel Points, your grocery shopping earns gas money. Every dollar spent is a point, and the more fuel points you earn, the more you can save, up to $1 per gallon. Right now, you can earn 4 times the fuel points this Friday. Offer valid with your VIC card and a digital coupon download. Exclusions apply. Another way to save at Harris Teeter.
Get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the Carolina Panthers.
21 plus and present in North Carolina. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov.
Panther offense back on the field here. Andy Dalton really frustrated after that second interception, about as frustrated as I've ever seen him. Came over and was sort of throwing some things around here on the sideline. Then he went and found Diontae Johnson. They talked for a long time. He was telling Diontae, hey, don't do that. You got to stay in there. So they had a little lack of communication on that play. Then they came over and pulled out one of the tablets and went over the play and spent a lot of time talking about things. So we'll see if they've got the communication down here on this drive.
Diontae Johnson not out there to begin the second quarter. Dalton under center. Single back is Hubbard. Second down and 6. Panthers going right to left from their own 15-yard line. Here's the snap. The give is to Hubbard, and he makes it out to about the 17-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down. About 5 to go. And this is a big drive now for Carolina. You got some blood in the water with Jayden Daniels potentially out for Washington, Mariota in. This is an offense that needs to take advantage. Third downs have been a struggle at times this season for the Panthers. 5 to go from about their own 17-yard line.
And that's right. I mean, they just need to find a way to get this first down and continue to improve upon that. The middle of the field is open.
Dalton with split backs out of the gun. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Andy under pressure. Down he goes. And he is sacked back at the 12-yard line. Guess who?
Number 4.
Frankie Louvu.
Yeah, it's way down on the other side of the field, but that number 4 flashes through for his 4th sack of the year.
Well, Frankie is such a versatile athlete. We've talked about how great he was for us as a Panthers, but obviously Washington's using him in a similar role where he's at the linebacker on 1st and 2nd down and 3rd down. He has free reign to go ahead and blitz and win on the pass rush. Again, a 5-step, 7-step drop is not going to win. We got to get the ball out quicker.
So Johnny Hecker will punt. He is standing in his own end zone, 4th and 9 from the 12-yard line. Olamide Zaccheaus waits near midfield. Hecker gets it away. Zaccheaus chased back. Good kick. Fielded at the 28-yard line. Zaccheaus cuts it up across the 40 and then gets popped at the 41-yard line. Big-time special teams tackle there from Teron Jackson. And it will be Washington football. 13:22 to go. Second quarter. Panthers trail the Commanders 10-0 on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
This is your exclusive home for Carolina Panthers football.
Running for his life, and he's sacked! The pass rush seals it for Carolina.
Play-by-play coverage of today's game between Carolina and Washington will continue after this.
Charlotte Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates is an official eye and ENT care provider for the Carolina Panthers and has offered premier services region-wide for over a century. Players, officials, and fans have enjoyed allergy care, hearing aids, facial plastic services, and more from us. With nearly 20 offices across the Carolinas, finding a doctor has never been easier. Schedule your next appointment today at ceenta.com/appointments. Charlotte Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates. Premier care since 1923.
Make every day game day with the Carolina Panthers Podcast Network. Immerse yourself in the team's history. Catch the latest press conferences and hear exclusive conversations with Panthers legends. Tune in now on the iHeartRadio app, Panthers.com and Team app, Apple Podcast, or Spotify.
From humble beginnings right here in the Carolinas way back in 1926, Mount Olive Pickle Company has been a fan favorite. Now, with distribution in all 50 states, Mount Olive is the best-selling brand of pickles, peppers, and relish. For nearly 100 years, Mount Olive has been focused on quality and value. So, from the corner of Cucumber and Vine, Mount Olive Pickle says thank you to all of our loyal customers for your continued support, and go Panthers.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season, and that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
You want Panthers football? We've got every play, every game, every week on 99.7 The Fox.
The 4 drives for Carolina today have gone interception, punt, interception, punt. Washington, where they pick 6 and a field goal, but their starting quarterback, Jayden Daniels, went to the locker room with a rib injury. Marcus Mariota is in there for Washington from its own 41. McLaurin, their top receiver, with orbit motion. The snap, handoff, Brian Robinson, and he works the right side before he's dropped by Trevin Wallace near midfield. Nice run on first down of about 9 yards for Robinson, the former Alabama Crimson Tide running back and former teammate of Bryce Young.
Yeah, and Brian Robinson, he was leading the team or is leading the team as the leading rusher. Missed last week's game. He is a hard runner. It's going to help offset what we've seen now with the departure of Jayden Daniels, and it's going to, I think, help relax some of the game for Marcus Mariota sitting in there.
Second down, officially 2 to go from the 49-yard line. Here's the snap, handoff Robinson again, up the gut, and tornadoes for a first down at the 45-yard line, a gain of 6. I think you expect a heavy dose of the run game. Robinson, Ekeler, maybe McNichols. We've seen enough of Marcus Mariota to know his limitations and his penchants for turning it over every now and then.
He's not been an accurate thrower in his career, but hopefully that keeps up today.
An empty set from the 44 of Carolina. Mariota takes the snap, back to throw. Takes a hit, fires deep downfield into coverage. Flag down, it's incomplete. Shaw Smith-Wade was in coverage, pass intended for Noah Brown, who's the big vertical threat, 6'2", 225 out of Ohio State.
Pass interference, number 26, defense. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
And in Shaw Smith-Wade, he's in good position, recovering back. He's got to really turn his head, get it all the way around, and try to make a play on the ball. That's why he's getting the flag.
Also, two hands into the chest of the receiver before the ball came.
Well, that's why he's got to get his head around to try to locate that ball.
He was there. Like, just had to turn around.
The idea, when it's empty set, guess what? That's 5-on-5. The offensive line can only block for so long. The ball's coming out quick. So you got to locate the ball quicker and know that if the ball's up in the air, find it, not the person.
1st and 10 from the Carolina 15. Big penalty. Mariota under center. Takes the snap. Hands off Robinson. Cuts it back across the middle. And Robinson takes it inside the 10. To the 8-yard line, a gain of 7, 2nd and 3. And this Panthers defense, which is decimated. Josie Jewell, Shaq Thompson, Jadeveon Clowney all out today. No A'Shawn Robinson, Derek Brown out for the year. Having trouble stopping this run. Mariota, again the snap. Handoff Robinson, plowing forward, reaching for the goal line. And he is in for a touchdown for the Commanders.
Why change anything if it's continuously working? They're running these zones, they're running the inside runs, and we are not strong at the point of contact. And when it does that, that makes it the second level, and you're getting a guy running the full speed at your safeties, and that is never an easy tackle.
Yeah, no A'Shawn Robinson, obviously no Derek Brown for the season, so missing some really quality inside defensive linemen.
Here comes the extra point by Austin Seibert. Tyler Ott to snap. The hold by Way, the kick by Seibert is good. 17-0 Commanders on top of the Panthers with 11:35 to go in this first half. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
We're going to overtime.
Erica, how much have I spent on concessions?
For questions about their money, Carolina Panthers fans can turn to Erica, the virtual financial assistant in the Bank of America mobile banking app. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/Erica by your side. Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. What would you like the power to do? Erica responses may vary. Digital tools featured require downloading the mobile banking app and may only be available on select mobile devices. Erica is a mobile feature only available in the English language. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America, N.A., member FD.
Panthers football is brought to you by Charlotte Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, providing premier eye and ENT care to North and South Carolina.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Get outdoors and kick up some dust with Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2024 Ridgeline and a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Passport and 2025 Pilot.
Contact your local Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more.
The only way to be your best self is with your best health. When you have a health partner who doesn't just treat part of you, they care for all of you. That's why more people prefer Atrium Health, because unrivaled care is easier, more accessible, and more complete than ever before, so that you can enjoy more of the moments you love. That's what it means to live meaningfully, to live joyfully, to live fully with Atrium Health.
Big hole for the Panthers to climb out of. The good news, there's still a lot of time left. Washington has essentially revealed its hand. They're going to run the football. It's 17-0 Commanders. You know what, Kurt? If you're the Panthers here, it's still early in the game. You can still commit to your strength, which is running the ball.
You don't need to abandon your plan offensively. That first drive that we had before the interception, Andy Dalton and the offense, they were very effective with the run with Chuba, but it's under center. They had a nice fly sweep with Miles Sanders, and the quick passes is going to be the effective way to beat this Washington Commanders defense.
Seibert's kick fielded near the goal line by Legette. He will run it out. Angles to the far side of the field. Swims through a tackle. and then brings the commander with him out to the 19-yard line. Some extracurriculars after the play. No flags. Sharon?
Anish, as you were saying, there's still a lot of time left in the game. That's exactly what Andy Dalton told his offense, but he gathered them together. He said, guys, the time is now. Right now, we have got to get something going. He said, we got to step up and make some plays. He said, let's get settled down out there. The time is right now to get back in this thing. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Now the Panthers have had 2 punts and 2 interceptions on their previous 4 drives. They will start from their own 21-yard line, 11:27 to go. First half. Dalton comes under center. Hubbard the single back. Deep drop. Andy under pressure. Escaping. Rolling out outside the numbers, and he angles out of bounds near sideline. That's where they mark him. It'll be the 25-yard line. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
That good protection. It just nobody was open downfield, so the O-line did their job for quite the while there. Andy did show last week he could take off and run when needed. A big run last week.
You know, Andy Dalton had the fastest speed on our team last week, 18 miles an hour.
Okay.
He's got some wheels still left there.
Sneaky fast.
Under center with Hubbard. The lone setback. Chuba gets the call. Slight hesitation and works his way out to the 30-yard line to set up a 3rd down and 1. And this is a spot here, Kurt. Do you just lean behind this big old offensive line, especially Lewis and Hunt?
Absolutely. Let's see what we got up front. Give it to your guys. Now it looks like it's going to be a little bit deeper than 3rd and 1, so it's going to be more of a 3rd and 2, which is traditionally more of a passing down. But like I said, let's spread them out. Let's try to get this offense a little bit of space so we can kind of find our guys.
Washington's run defense near the bottom 10 in the NFL. Dalton, play action. Throws near side. Ian Thomas, the shoestring catch, and he is cut down what appears to be a little shy of the 1st down marker. This will be close. It'll depend on the spot. He needed the 31-yard line, and it looks like he's got enough. Thomas kept his balance. Boy, that was close. I think they've gotten a generous spot.
That would be called generous.
Panthers might want to call play quickly before Washington decides to challenge.
That ball was thrown low, so Thomas had to go down and get it. That kind of didn't give him much room to run forward with it.
From the 31-yard line, 9:32 to go. Panthers down 17-0 out of a single back set. The handoff is to Hubbard. Off the counter, finds a hole up the middle, and he's wrestled down at the 38-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 2. Chuba Hubbard, 3rd in the NFL in rushing yards behind Derrick Henry and San Francisco's Jordan Mason. Since week 3, when Dalton became QB1, only Henry has more rushing yards, and Chuba has run for 90-plus yards in 4 straight games.
And survived the face mask. That wasn't calling that one.
2nd down and 2. Why not? They feed the hot hand, the running back, but no traction. 3rd down. Call it 3, a loss of a yard on the play.
And I'm fine with going with back-to-back runs. I mean, it is going to be it needs to be a steady dose of trying to wear down this defense, because that's the only way that the play action and boot is going to work. If you are truly committed to this run and making these linebackers think that every time that he's behind or under center, they're going to run the ball.
Panthers need the 41-yard line. Dalton is in the shotgun. Sanders off his left hip. Carolina works right to left. Here's the snap. The give is to Miles Sanders, looking for a hole. Had the 40, tries to fall forward, and he did not get there. He's going to be a yard shy, maybe a half yard shy. 4th and 1, down 17-0. Looks like the Panthers will bring Chuba back in. They're going to go for it.
Kurt's Gen Stats say go for it. 4th and 1, let's do it.
KGS.
KGS, I like that.
You got a big quarterback, right? You only need half a yard. Can you just sneak it? Got that good line.
Yeah, big number 50 can push some people around. The right guard, Robert Hunt. Dalton crouches under center. Split backs behind him. Here's motion, and the handoff to Hubbard. He gets dropped in the backfield. It's Fowler with the TFL. It's a turnover on downs. It was Diontae Fowler who had the pick 6 earlier, and Washington with a 17-0 lead takes over in plus territory.
Yeah, Ian Thomas got beat on the inside move. We went to a full house set, meaning that the backs are split with the quarterback under center, and it's almost like the fullback dive, and then you have that little option out coming out of the backfield, and when you get beat on the inside, you just can't do anything about that as a running back.
It has just been a perfect storm here in this first half for Carolina, and Washington with yet another short field. They'll have a 1st and 10 from the Panther 38-yard line, 7:32 to go, first half. Marcus Mariota in at quarterback for Jayden Daniels, who went to the locker room with a rib injury, and Daniels returned questionable. Austin Ekeler, the single back, H-back in the game, 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Handoff Ekeler over the right side, over the left side, excuse me, and he gets out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
I like seeing Ekeler run between the tackles better than Brian Robinson. Eckler's a good back in a lot of different ways, but maybe not as much there.
Empty set now. 3 receivers in a triangle set right, Twins left. Mariota the snap, 2-step drop, now flushed back. Dancing on the logo. Mariota throws left side, and that ball is broken up by Shaw Smith-Wade. He was looking for his reliable tight end, Zach Ertz. We do get a flag.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 26, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Yeah, that's 2 penalties now against Shaw Smith-Wade. One was a long pass interference penalty, and now a defensive holding call that gives Washington a first down.
And the Panthers did release Troy Hill this week, and we're seeing some good things out of Smith-Wade, but it's been a rough quarter for him.
A young rookie, 5th rounder from the Palouse, Washington State. First down and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Mariota in the shotgun. Ekeler off his right hip. Luke McCaffrey, slot right. Here's the snap. Mariota, quarterback run. And he is cut down by Chandler Wooten. It'll be close to another first down for Washington. 2nd down and 1 from the 21-yard line, a gain of 9.
That what a slide. Took a big hit in the thigh pad.
Jeff Driscoll is the emergency quarterback for Washington. Ertz, the tight end, lined up to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Now McLaurin motions behind Mariota. The snap, the give to Ekeler. Squeezes between right guard and right tackle for a first down, but we do have a flag.
Holding, number 71, offense. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Andrew Wiley. It's about time they got a penalty that was untimely on their side.
Tell you what, 57 Chandler Wooten for the Panthers has had some big hits today. And another one there. 2nd down, 11 to go. Ball now back at the 31-yard line. And you're Carolina. You want to get Mariota in as many of these passing downs as you can. From the shotgun, Ekeler off his left hip. McCaffrey motion slot left. There's the snap. Mariota to throw. Under pressure. Gets away from Harris. Throws back across his body. And it's incomplete. On the crossing route, wanted his tight end Ertz. 3rd down, 11 to go. And now, if you're Ajero Avero, do you dial up some pressure?
Got good pressure that time from Charles Harris on the edge. That kind of got Mariota off schedule there, made a bad throw.
Well, that's where you want Mariota, on the run. You don't want him trying to sit in the pocket. That's where he's trying to make something out of nothing, and that's where we can kind of exploit that. Do I say bring pressure? I think you can bring a hybrid of pressure, but we still need enough people in coverage because of this element of they have a lot of weapons.
3 receivers set. Ertz the tight end. Mariota takes the snap. Has time. Throws downfield. Dangerous throw. And it is incomplete. Broken up by J.C. Horn. It's going to bring up 4th down. That throw didn't have much on it. He wanted De'Ami Brown. And that is the South Carolina Gamecock. Horn getting the better of the former Tar Heel Brown.
Really good play right there by J.C. Horn, sticking to his hip and then fighting through that pass, because had he not been right there and swiped through, that might have been a catch, but that was a really good job by J.C. Horn.
So now a field goal attempt coming from Austin Seibert. This will be about a 49-yarder. Tressway to hold. There's the snap, the kick. It is up, and it is good. So Seibert connects from 49. He is perfect on the season, inside of 50. And with that kick, Washington extends to a 20-0 first half lead. 5:39 to go in quarter number 2. Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda Dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
Drive into summer with a new Honda. Make an impression with the unmistakable style of the HR-V, or turn heads in the sporty Civic. From Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HR-V or at 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic.
Contact your local Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more.
Are you ready for some football? Well, you are now, thanks to Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Carolina Panthers and the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score fully verified Panthers tickets. And even if your plans get broken up, or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Panthers.
With all these new winners at the North Carolina Education Lottery Winners Club, we need to decide who's in charge.
We need a top prize winner.
We need someone who's good with words, like us crossword winners.
If elected leader, I will extend the hours during which all winners can use the diamond-encrusted hot tub.
Yes!
New scratch-offs mean new winners. This month's tickets are packed with $370 million in total prizes. The Winners Club awaits. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.04 to 4.31. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Sun-splashed Maryland afternoon here on the third Sunday of October. 20-0 Washington leading Carolina. And the game plan for the Commanders has been obvious. 130 of their 132 net yards, rushing yards. Seibert kicks it away. Blackshear from inside his own 5. Running on the numbers 10, near side 20. Out across the 25-yard line, still churning. And he fights his way close to the 35-yard line. And Washington somehow ended up with the football at the end of the play, but they blow it dead. Derek Forrest came away with the football at the end and started running down the right sideline.
That the receiving team player is down by contact. First down, Carolina.
5:26 to go, first half. Panthers down 20-0 as we pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
WRFX Kannapolis. This is 99.7 The Fox, Charlotte's classic rock. The proud home of the Carolina Panthers.
Carolina will try to get its offense going, and that's not a good start. We get a challenge flag from the Washington sideline. Oh, boy.
Now, didn't they say that they called him down?
Washington is challenging the ruling on the field of the receiving team player being down by contact. We'll review the play.
This closer look is brought to you by Charlotte Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, providing premier eye and ENT care to North and South Carolina. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
The NFL is flying by, but you can still win big return on FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. Because right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed, when you place your first $5 bet. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the Carolina Panthers.
21 plus and present in North Carolina. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov.
All right, folks, we're back. Bob just shared his Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina member ID card at his appointment, and looks like they're double-checking that he's covered.
Well, you can be sure he is, Jim. Blue Cross North Carolina has an extensive network of providers, so they've got him covered better than a lockdown corner.
Yep, that's why they're the most preferred health insurer in North Carolina. Okay, they're back with his member ID card, and he's good. Go with Blue Cross North Carolina. Visit bluecrossnc.com for more information on health, vision, and dental coverage.
Looking for a workhorse mower that's sure to score every time? Then cut a deal on a Toro Time Master at STI Turf Care Equipment and have the best yard in the neighborhood. You'll save time cutting a wider path with the 30-inch deck and step away from your mower with no restarts with Blade Stop technology. Visit STI Turf Care Equipment at one of our 3 Charlotte locations or visit our website at turf-care.com. Leave more time for football with the Toro Time Master. Count on it. Count on STI Turf Care.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Washington will be charged with their first timeout.
So the Panthers will have the ball, first down and 10 from the Carolina 32, 5:26 to go first half. 20-0 Washington. Panthers need a score here because the Commanders get the ball to begin the third quarter. And self-inflicted wounds in this game. 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. Diontae Fowler took a screen pass back. You had the pass interference penalty against Shaw Smith-Wade, which set up another score. 4th down, you don't go for it. Short field, Washington kicks a field goal. That's 17 points right there.
Yeah, I mean, that is the story of how football is played, because it's really just a matter of it's a microcosm of small errors.
On first down, Dalton off play action, finds Sanders in the flat right side, sprints across the 40 and pulled down near midfield at the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 for the rookie tight end, and a first down for Carolina, and it means another $100 donation from Daimler Truck North America to the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Clubs in our region. Daimler Truck North America, for all who keep the world safe.
Unfortunately, Xavier tackled himself. He was in the open field, just lost his footing and stumbled.
Of the turf monster. Sanders, 3 catches, 28 yards, had 5 for 49. Career highs last week in the loss to Atlanta. Luvu showing blitz. The snap, handoff. Hubbard hit by Luvu immediately. It's a loss of a yard on the play, and that's the Frankie Luvu that we knew and came to love over the years in Carolina.
Yeah, it's hard to be mad at him because he's a great guy, great player, great teammate for these guys, but he read that and timed that up perfectly, Kurt, on that run blitz.
Yeah, and that's where I think Andy Dalton's going to have to go into the huddle and say we're going to need to start changing up some of our counts, because the way he timed that up, I don't care who you are as a running back, you're not breaking through that.
2nd and 12, a loss of 2. Panther ball from their own 46. 4:04 to go. Dalton out of the shotgun. Screen pass near side. Chuba, little juke move, and then he is wrestled out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. That's Sane Ristel, the rookie corner out of Michigan, and a 3rd down and long coming up. No gain on the play.
The hard thing is, and I said this into some of my keys, is just staying on time, staying within rhythm, staying within the scheme. When you have a negative 2-yard run to start off that first down, it just puts you in a hard place of where you're trying to make up for lost time. And right now, 3rd and 13 is not an ideal situation for this offense.
Andy Dalton comes out in an empty set. Twins left, 3 receivers right. Miles Sanders lined up slot left. Out of the shotgun, the snap. Dalton being chased, throws, far right side. It's caught by Sanders, and he is gobbled up after a gain of only a yard on the play. He was the check down option, nothing open downfield. And another missed opportunity for a Panther offense that has been stuck in quicksand in this opening half. 4th down, 10 to go from the 48-yard line, and Johnny Hecker will kick.
Yeah, Washington's secondary has gotten everybody plastered. They run that nickel package a lot, and so they kind of give it up on the defensive line to help the secondary out a lot.
Hecker gets the snap, punts it away. Olamide Zaccheaus will watch this bounce over his head. It hits at the 5, near the 1. Lonnie Johnson saves it inbounds, rolling, and it is fielded by the Panthers at the 6-yard line. Oh, terrific special teams play.
Great play
Ron
right there.
Jackson covered up the ball. Lonnie Johnson kept it from going into the end zone, and he stayed out of the end zone. And Washington will have the ball at the 7-yard line. So a 45-yard punt, no return. 2:22 to go first half, and with a 20-0 lead and Mariota in at quarterback, I think you expect Washington to play this conservatively, especially knowing they get the ball to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, when you're in this backed up situation right here, the number one thing for offense is get a first down. That's all their mindset is, and the goal is to get one first down to kind of push this field position back into the other side. But ideally, too, is you're looking at 2:22 left in the first half, and you get the ball in the second half. It's just don't turn the ball over. Let's just see where we can get on this first drive.
Double tight end set, tight formation. Mariota under center. Brian Robinson, the single back. The snap, handoff Robinson, chugs up the middle, absorbs a big hit, and he's dropped by LeBrian Ray. Chandler Wooten in on another stop. Robinson to the 11-yard line, gain of 4.
Not the Panthers might take a timeout here. You got the 2-minute timeout. If you get a 3 and out, you get good field position if you can force a punt.
And we come to the 2-minute warning right before Washington tried to snap the ball. Mariota threw the ball to the ground in a state of mild disgust. 2nd down, 7 to go from the 11-yard line for Washington on the other side. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda Dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
With Harris Teeter Fuel Points, your grocery shopping earns gas money. Every dollar spent is a point, and the more fuel points you earn, the more you can save, up to $1 per gallon. Right now, you can earn 4 times the fuel points this Friday. Offer valid with your Vic card and a digital coupon download. Exclusions apply. Another way to save at Harris Teeter.
Panthers football is brought to you by Atrium Health, because you deserve to live your best life, and we're here to help.
Cultural Marxism is destroying America. Learn how to combat it in Hillsdale College's free documentary course, Marxism, Socialism, and Communism. That's right, absolutely free. Hillsdale wants you to understand what it means to be an independent and informed citizen. Learn at your own pace, in your own time. Join over 4 million people who have already signed up for a free Hillsdale College course. Go right now to hillsdale.edu/free learning and get started. That is HILLSDALE.edu/free learning and start for free today.
We're going to overtime.
Erica, how much have I spent on concessions?
For questions about their money, Carolina Panthers fans can turn to Erica, the virtual financial assistant in the Bank of America mobile banking app. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/Erica by your side. Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. What would you like the power to do? Erica responses may vary. Digital tools featured require downloading the mobile banking app and may only be available on select mobile devices. Erica is a mobile feature only available in the English language. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America, N.A., member FDIC.
2 minutes to go before halftime in Washington, where the Commanders lead 20-0 over the Panthers. Injury updates are brought to you by Atrium Health. You deserve to live your best life. Atrium Health is here to help. And for Washington, tackle Brandon Coleman being evaluated for a concussion, his return being questionable.
2nd down and 7 from the Washington 11-yard line. The Commanders today have only attempted 5 passes. They're 2 for 5 for 6 yards. Yet they lead at 20-0 on the strength of 133 rushing yards and a couple of Panther turnovers. 2 interceptions. You count the turnover on downs and minus territory as well. Empty set here for Mariota from the 11, 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to go first half. Panthers have all 3 timeouts. Washington with 2. Lost one on a failed challenge. Shotgun snap, quarterback draw. Mariota runs into his own man, bounces to the outside. He gets crunched at the 15 by J.C. Horn. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Panthers not using a timeout as there's 150 and ticking in this first half.
Yeah, you got a chance to get the ball back here if you hold him here. You can see that was going to be a run the whole way. It is one leg behind the other, the right leg, like he was in running position at the snap.
A lot of personnel changes here. Washington subs, so you got to give Carolina time to sub. 130 and ticking. 3rd down and 3 from the 15. 3 receivers in a triangle set left. Noah Brown wide right. Panthers show blitz. They jumped. And we get a flag, unless they were forced offsides.
Yeah, we were offsides.
And that will be a free first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense number 45. 5-yard penalty. That yardage results in a first down.
Yeah, that's Marquise Haynes. Remember, Haynes was with the Panthers the last 5 years, and then he was let go in the offseason, came back, elevated off the practice squad. Hasn't been with the team much this season. Dane Jackson into the game for Carolina. It's his season debut. First down and 10 from the 20 now. 1:22 to go. Jackson signed from Buffalo in the offseason. Mariota the snap, and he just spikes that one into the ground. That might be a grounding call. Mariota backpedaled, threw it at the feet of one of his linemen who's not an eligible receiver.
Well, Ekeler was there, so I'm wondering if there's a hold or something up.
It might be offensive pass interference with Zach Ertz.
Holding, number 23, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic.
Incredible.
First down.
I mean, incredible. The Panthers just have not caught a single break in this first half. That's their 5th penalty.
As Dane Jackson, you mentioned, just making his season debut.
He began the season on IR. Signed a 2-year deal. Excellent player in zone coverage.
That's a horrible call. He was just run into by the Washington player. Just drove him.
His arms are wide open.
Flat out a bad call.
So 1st and 10 now from the 25-yard line. Mariota back to throw. Quick throw underneath. That's his first completion at Zach Ertz to the 32-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. 1:07 to go. No huddle. Mariota now 1 for 4. 7 yards. Empty set. Takes the shotgun snap. Pats the ball, throws into coverage. It's caught near midfield, and that's going to be a first down. That is McLaurin. 50 seconds and ticking. Washington not taking a timeout. They've got 2. Ball at midfield. Shotgun snap. Mariota backpedals, steps up, throws on the run, and completes inside the 40-yard line. McLaurin again, another first down, a gain of 11. And we get a timeout by Washington with 38 seconds to go. Commanders have 1 left. They've got the ball at the 35 of Carolina as we check in with Sharon.
And as you know, they let Troy Hill go this week. Shaw Smith-Wade, the rookie, getting a lot more playing time there. He's had a couple of mistakes today with those key penalties. When he came off the field after that last one, J.C. Horn came over to him. He was really frustrated. And he told him, just like, calm down, you just got to let it go, move on to the next play. Then defensive coordinator Giro Rivera also came over, spent a long time with him going over the play on the tablet, stood up, was showing him how to move his body around and make some adjustments so he wouldn't get flagged again. So a bit of a learning curve here for the rookie, but Rivera told me, he said, stay aggressive. I like it.
Yeah, they really like his upside. They think he can be a slot corner in the NFL. 5th-round pick out of Washington. First down and 10, Commanders from the 35 of Carolina. Empty set for Mariota. Ekeler slot right. Panthers trying to get lined up. Smith-Wade blitzes off the edge. Throw down the right sideline, incomplete. Intended for Zacchaeus, covered by Horn.
And that's just where, our defense actually left someone wide open. Zach Ertz across the middle, but Mariota, he's trying to get the ball out so quick. Again, we have a guy right there in dead to rights. We got to be able to capitalize. When Mariota's back there trying to pass the ball, we should be able to get some opportunities.
2nd and 10 from the 35. 36 seconds to go. Opening half. Commanders have 1 timeout. Out of an empty set from the gun. Chest high snap. Mariota dropping back. fires over the middle, almost intercepted, caught by Brown, and he is tackled inside the 15-yard line at the 13 by Mike Jack. 23 seconds and ticking. Mariota was 0 for 3 on this in the half before the drive. Now 4 for 4 on the drive. Takes the shotgun snap, pump fakes, scrambling, rolling to his right, throws on the run, back of the end zone, and caught for a Washington touchdown. It's Zach Ertz who beat Dane Jackson.
Well, we weren't set up. He was trying to run over and get set. And then you add in the scramble right there of Marcus Mariota, where the tight ends they're just trying to find open space. We got to get lined up and get set much faster. We know they're going to empty. We know they're going no huddle. It's a 2-minute situation. Defense has to get lined up before we can try to execute anything.
Extra point coming from Seibert. Kick up. And good. 27-0 Washington. 10 seconds remain in what has just been a calamitous first half for the Panthers. And to make it worse, Washington gets the ball to begin the third quarter.
And when that drive began deep in their own territory, you're thinking they're just hoping to get a first down just to run out the clock in the first half and take that opening drive of the second half. And in this case, they go all the way down the field with Mariota looking like Joe Montana for half of that drive.
But how did they get that first down? Do you remember?
Penalty.
Offsides.
Yep.
And that's the stuff that can really hurt you. It's the unforced errors that we've talked about, the self-inflicted errors.
Kurt, what's going to go on in this Panthers locker room at halftime?
I'm really hoping some of these leaders in our locker room are going to stand up and say this is unacceptable ball that we are playing right now. We have the recipe, and it's got to come together in the second half. And at the end of the day, you're not going to get 27 points in one play. It's got to be a progression of what do we want to leave the second half to be, because we have opportunities. We got to make the most of them right now.
The kickoff results in a touchback. Carolina will bring it out to the 30-yard line under the new rules. It's been a forgettable 30 minutes here in Landover, Maryland. A run game for the Panthers, which has been pretty good most of the season. 56 yards. Andy Dalton 7 for 11, only 59 yards. No touchdowns, 2 picks, including a pick 6. And he'll just crouch under center, take the knee. And the Panthers will go into halftime trailing 27-0. Jim, I'll pose the question to you. I know people are probably thinking it. Is Bryce Young an option for quarter number 3 and half number 2?
You probably, I would think, anyway. You bring back Andy Dalton to talk about what Kurt said about unacceptable football. Can we get something going here? But, yeah, if you get to the fourth quarter, it may be Bryce Young just to get reps and to get some more work in if the game is out of hand.
Right now, a tough 30 minutes to stomach for Panther fans. They trail 27-0 on the road against the Commanders. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
When the Panthers have a sack, we all win. Every Panthers sack, Harris Teeter donates $200 in groceries to local food banks throughout North and South Carolina. Plus, all season long, if your Panthers register 2 or more sacks in a game, you can get a Harris Teeter made-to-order half sub and a 20-ounce Coca-Cola product for $2 on Tuesday. Terms and conditions apply, valid with digital coupon.
You're listening to Panthers Football, presented by Morris Jenkins, official heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services partner of the Carolina Panthers.
The copyright of this broadcast on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network is owned by the Carolina Panthers. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written permission of the Carolina Panthers is prohibited.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need one tool instead of two. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Carolina Panthers football is brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. GMC, professional grade truck of the Carolina Panthers. Harris Teeter, the official grocery store of your Carolina Panthers. Smith Turf and Irrigation. Visit us online at smithturf.com. This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Panthers football is brought to you locally in Charlotte by Atrium Health, because you deserve to live your best life, and we're here to help. Mount Olive, the official pickle of the Carolina Panthers. VetTix, providing free event tickets to our military members, veterans, first responders, and their families. To learn more, visit vettix.org. You want Panthers football? We've got every play, every game, every week. Panthers football and the greatest music ever recorded are on 99.7 The Fox.
Now to Jim Szoke in the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth with the Coke halftime report. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Halftime in Landover, Maryland, where it's been all Washington Commanders, 27-0. They lead the Panthers at the half. Play digital instance with the North Carolina Education Lottery, a whole new way to win. Mobile games and loads of real cash prizes. Register to play digital instance today. And at the halftime here, Washington honoring the great Darrell Green, an outstanding longtime cornerback, one of the fastest players ever to play in the NFL, with a halftime ceremony for the Hall of Famers. We'll listen back to some of the first half highlights that were for Washington, as it turns out, in this first half. And it began poorly for the Panthers, with Andy Dalton giving up a pick six here, and Dante Fuller taking it 67 yards for a Washington touchdown.
Three receivers set. Coker slot right. Shotgun snap. Pressure coming. Screen pass is intercepted by Washington. And the Commanders are going to run this all the way back for a touchdown. Dante Fowler Jr.
Austin Siebert would get a 23-yard field goal later in the first quarter. 10-0 Washington with the lead. Andy Dalton under duress on this play. His former Panther, Frankie Luvu, gets him for a quarterback sack.
Dalton with split backs out of the gun. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Andy under pressure. Down he goes. And he is sacked back at the 12-yard line. Guess who?
Number 4.
Frankie Luvu.
Yeah. That's him. We know him from Carolina, where he played 3 years. Brian Robinson will take it in here. An 8-yard touchdown run extends the Washington lead to 17-0.
Mariota again to snap. Handoff Robinson. Plowing forward, reaching for the goal line. And he is in for a touchdown for the Commanders.
Austin Siebert, a 49-yard field goal, makes it 20-0 Washington. And then just before halftime, with Jayden Daniels out with a rib injury, it's Marcus Mariota with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Zach Ertz.
Mariota was 0 for 3 on this in the half before the drive. Now 4 for 4 on the drive. Takes the shotgun snap. Pump fakes. Scrambling. Rolling to his right. Throws on the run. Back of the end zone. And caught for a Washington touchdown. It's Zach Ertz who beat Dane Jackson.
So only halfway through the game, but a rout so far, 27-0. The Commanders with the lead. We'll look at the first half stats page next when we continue. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
There's DNA, and then there's heavy-duty DNA, like the 2024 GMC Sierra HD, with powerful features like an available Allison 10-speed transmission and advanced technology and safety innovations to help you tackle the toughest jobs and come out the winner. Get behind the wheel of your new 2024 GMC Sierra HD today, because there's DNA and there's heavy-duty DNA. GMC, professional-grade truck of the Carolina Panthers.
Panthers football is heard exclusively on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Join us next Sunday as the Panthers travel to Denver to face the Broncos. Kickoff on the network is set for 4:25. Presented by Morris Jenkins, official heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services partner of the Carolina Panthers.
Check this out, the new iPhone 16 built for Apple Intelligence. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk, then a scooter runs it over, so now it's not just old and cracked, but shattered?
With Verizon, the answer is always yes. Trade in any phone from one of our top brands for the new iPhone 16 with Unlimited Ultimate. Plus, get a new iPad. Trade-in terms apply. See Verizon.com for details. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
Ready to tackle your next project but don't have the necessary tools or equipment? It's tough to own every tool, but Sunbelt Rentals is here to help. With 22 Charlotte area locations and thousands of high-quality tools and equipment, renting has never been easier than with the Sunbelt Rentals mobile app that lets you browse, select, and rent tools and equipment from the palm of your hand. Download the Sunbelt Rentals app today to reserve the right tools to take on your next project. Sunbelt Rentals is the official rental equipment partner of the Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding.
Back to Jim Silkey in the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth with the Halftime Report. Brought to you by Coke. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Panthers down 27-0 at halftime at Washington. Panthers football is brought to you by Thompson, because changing lives changes everything. Visit ThompsonCFF.org to be a part of that. First half stats, 110 yards for the Panthers, 214 for Washington. Panthers just 1 of 6 on third down. Washington 1 out of 4. Panthers were penalized in the first half 5 times, 54 yards, 4 for 30 for Washington. Individually, Andy Dalton, 2 picks, including a pick 6 in the first half. Dalton 7 out of 11, 59 yards passing. Jatavian Sanders, the rookie tight end, 4 catches, 30 yards. Diontae Johnson, 1 catch, 17 yards. Jalen Coker had 1 for 10, and Ian Thomas 1 for 2. Miles Sanders, top rusher with 27 yards on just 2 carries. Chuba Hubbard's been pretty well bottled up in the first half, 12 carries, 25 yards. Jayden Daniels left with the rib injury in the first half, was 2 out of 2 for 6 yards. And then it was Marcus Mariota coming in 5 out of 9, 75 yards with a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 3 catches, 36 yards. De'Ami Brown, a catch for 23. And Zach Ertz, 2 for 19 plus a touchdown. Brian Robinson, 53 yards rushing and a touchdown and just 8 carries. And Daniels did have 50 yards rushing on 3 carries before he exited the game with the injury. And defensively, Jeremy Chin had 3 tackles for Washington in that first half. Frankie Luvu also had 3, along with that quarterback sack for the Commanders. We'll check the NFL scoreboard, kick off the second half. When we come back next, you're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
Hey, Panther fans. When it comes to game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Score big with deals from great brands like these: Chunky Soup, Pace Salsa, Cheez-It, Pringles, Townhouse Crackers, and McCormick Grill Mates Chicken. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods. Harris Teeter, the official grocery store of the Carolina Panthers.
It's game day and the Panthers are heating up. Call Morris Jenkins. You'll have warm heat at your house tonight. Morris Jenkins, official heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services partner of the Carolina Panthers.
Want a healthy weeknight meal hack? Start with Alfresco's fully cooked all-natural chicken sausage. Then add pre-cut broccoli, your favorite pasta, and presto! You've got delicious chicken broccoli ziti in 15 minutes flat. It's as easy as presto. Alfresco. Need a weeknight meal hack? Start with Alfresco's fully cooked all-natural Italian-style chicken sausage. Add pesto, veggies, mozzarella, your favorite crust, and presto! You've got pizza in 15 minutes or less. Presto. Alfresco.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Back to Jim Szoke in the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth with the Coke Halftime Report. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Washington 27, Panthers nothing at the half. This drive around the league is brought to you by your Honda dealers of the Carolinas. In London this morning, it was the Jaguars winning by a score of 32-16 over the Patriots. Eagles beat the Giants 28-3. Lions hold off the Vikings 31-29. Colts top the Dolphins 16-10. Packers at Green Bay edge the Texans 24-22. Bengals 21, Browns 14. Bills win over the Titans 34-10, and the Seahawks topped Atlanta 34-14. In progress, Rams lead the Raiders 7-3, and the Chiefs up 7-3 on the Chiefs over the 49ers by a score of 7-3 tonight. The Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time now to revisit whatever the keys to this possible game might have been. I'm not really sure anymore. What do you got?
I lost the keys, Jim.
Keys are.
I don't know where they are.
They're thrown in the trash.
Keys to the game brought to you by Bank of America, helping Panthers fans with their financial lives wherever they go, whatever the season. The official Bank of the Carolina Panthers wants to know, what would you like the power to do? Well, Kurt, it's got to be something.
It's going to be something, but it's completely different than what I started off with right now. Look, we still need to have a run game, but it can't be anything. Our goal right now is let's get one score on offense. Go out there and let's put together a drive that's worth saying, look, this is the team that we need to be every single time we show up. On defense, you're giving up 17 points to a backup quarterback to where they're doing two different things. One is an empty set. We got to be able to match up, and we got to get lined up quickly. There's only so many things that teams can do out of the offense. And the next thing is stop the run. We have 11 guys on that field. All 11 need to be flying to the football and making that runner, whoever it is, Austin Ekeler or Brian Robinson or even Marcus Mariota, punish them every single time they do that. If we do that, look, you're not going to score 27 points on one play. It's just not going to happen. So we need to string together offense of good football, defense, put together something where they're punting the ball and giving our team another opportunity.
Now we'll see what happens if the Panthers make a change at quarterback or stick with Andy Dalton. We won't find that out for at least a little bit because Carolina will kick off left to right to begin this third quarter. Eddie Pinheiro swings the legs, sends it away, and on a bounce it's Austin Ekeler. Races across the 10, he's got the 20, finds a seam, and takes it out across the 40-yard line. Just one thing after another, Sharon.
Yeah, I know, and as you guys were saying, one drive at a time. That's what Dave Canales came out and told this offense. He said, focus on one drive at a time. J.C. Horn telling his defense, we got to play smart. They're really hurting themselves with the penalties there in the first half, and also want to clean that up, want to get lined up quicker like you guys have been saying. Pete Hansen, the linebackers coach, just talked with Trevin Wallace. He said, keep it simple. He said, do the easy things first, get guys lined up, make your call, and then just go out and make a play.
Now, there is a reality for the Panthers, and that is that this defense is beat up. You're down half your starters, and teams are just going to run the football on them. And on first down, Washington tries to run, and Mariota picks up a couple of yards. If you're just joining us, Jayden Daniels, who was off to one of the great rookie starts in the history of the NFL, left the game after one series with a rib injury. We were told he was questionable to return. He has not come back. And despite only playing one series, Washington has a 27-0 lead. Commanders with 81 passing yards in that first half. 75 came on their final drive of the half. Second down and 9 from their own 42. Mariota, play action pass. Has time in the pocket. Moving around, rolls to his left. Eyes upfield, now he'll take off. He runs, he's got the 45 across midfield into Panther territory and able to pick up a first down with his feet to the 42 of Carolina.
He's still a mobile quarterback. We know that he has that ability. He's just not as dynamic as Jayden Daniels. That was the one time that we actually had a great coverage on the back end. We did everything we needed to do. The front four and even the front six with the linebackers, you're either got to contain him as a rusher, keep him in that pocket, and force him into throwing a bad errant throw.
Now, pardon me, to the 47 of Carolina. Now Mariota out of a pistol set, takes the snap, fakes to Ekeler, quick screen pass. They had a bubble, and the Panthers right there. Nick Scott making the tackle. Catch made by Zacchaeus. Flag at the end of the play. It's a short gain if it stands.
Jayden Daniels back on the sideline wearing a sweatsuit now, so
he has been downgraded to out.
Number 76 was downfield. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Yeah, so that time they get the right guard, Sam Cosme, who's been a pretty good one for them. Second-round pick a few years ago out of Texas. So Jayden Daniels is out. It is Mariota's game. And for the Panthers, they're just trying to get a stop. Second down, or rather first down and 15. Mariota, the shotgun snap. Pressure up the middle. Screen pass. Ekeler breaks a tackle and then wrapped in the embrace of DJ Johnson. Right at the line of scrimmage. Not much.
Defense is looking a little bit more inspired the second half to start off. We're moving around. We're flying around. And I see this. You're making one man miss, but guess what? They have another guy that's right there to make that tackle.
Second down and 15 from the Washington 48-yard line. Deshaun Williams, Nick Thurman, Marquise Haynes on the D-line for Carolina. Shotgun snap. Mariota out route near side. Caught by McLaurin. Gets away from Mike Jackson and slips ahead inside the 35-yard line for a first down at the 34-yard line. Boy, that's a backbreaker. You got second and 15, and they move the chains.
And I would say this, a lot of times when you have a backup quarterback, that timing, that was a really good job of Marcus Mariota anticipating when Terry was going to stop and put it right on the money on the outside shoulder.
No huddle, shotgun snap. Fake to Robinson, quick slant across the middle. That's big Noah Brown. Carries inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A gain of 16 more. First down Washington, 11:52 to go, third quarter. Commanders lead 27-0.
It's the best Marcus Mariota's looked in years.
Excuse me, Zach Ertz with that last reception. Out of the shotgun, Robinson's the running back. The snap, the give is to Brian Robinson. And he hammers his way to the 15, a gain of 3. Second down, 7 to go.
He's not been targeted in the game, but Luke McCaffrey out there for Washington, and slot receiver was that rookie out of Rice.
Yeah, he is the younger brother of Christian, son of Ed. Third round pick. Out of the shotgun, Robinson off the left hip of Mariota. The tight end, Sinnott, goes in motion. The snap, the give is to Robinson, scavenging for yards behind his left guard. Deshaun Williams makes the tackle at the 9, or rather at the 14. Third down, 5 to go. Line to gain is the 8-yard line of Carolina. Substitutions on the defensive line for the Panthers. They now have TJ Smith out there. Charles Harris, Marquise Haynes, Deshaun Williams. Third down and 5. Mariota sitting in the gun. Panthers were showing blitz. Ertz, the tight end, in motion. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Mariota throws it right side. Caught by Zacchaeus. Spins upfield and torpedoes ahead for a first down for Washington. It'll set up a first and goal at the 6-yard line of Carolina. It's twice now. Panthers have not been able to make the tackle in space.
No, it's the one-on-one tackles. There's not much of a rush, even though Marcus Mariota's thrown off his back foot, so there's not really much on it. But there's just a lot of one-on-one isolation, and we got to be able to make those tackles on crucial downs that force him to kick a field goal. And right now, we're just not getting it done as a defense.
Mariota started 0 for 3. Since then, 9 for 10. He's in the shotgun. Robinson off his right hip. Ekeler motions behind the quarterback. There's the snap. The give is to Ekeler. Running through the right side and stopped at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on the play. Second and goal from the 3.
We thought they would just run the ball, and they're doing some of that, but it's a mix of the pass and the run that the Panthers are handling.
Bringing in some more heavy bodies. John Bates and Ben Sinnott come in for the Commanders, along with Ertz, who's still out there. 3 tight ends to the left of the formation. Commanders working right to left. Robinson, the running back, out of the pistol. Sinnott now in motion. The snap. Play action. Throw. Right side. Caught by Sinnott. And a touchdown for the rookie out of Kansas State.
They made that look easy.
That whole drive was pretty seamless right there. Had that 3rd and 5 just a second ago, and then when you get him down in the goal line situations, you're sneaking the tight end underneath everybody, and when you can't account for people or you're not getting lined up, those are the plays that you just watch on film and you say, what are we doing as a defense?
First career touchdown for the second rounder out of K-State, who originally came to the Wildcats as a walk-on. Extra point, low kick, it is good by Seibert. 34-0, Washington on top of Carolina. 8:53 to go here in the third. This is Carolina Panthers football on the Panthers Radio Network.
Mr. Jenkins told me to open up your drain. Gently, 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 till it flows like rain.
Call Morris Jenkins.
I am an AC technician at Morris Jenkins, and he is a Morris Jenkins plumber.
Every house has at least one slow drain. I know air conditioning, and he knows plumbing. I can clear that drain pipe. I can make that toilet quit running.
And he made my faucet quit dripping.
Call Morris Jenkins.
Gear up for game day at the Office Craft Bar and Kitchen. 2 locations in Ballantyne and Indian Land. We offer a large selection of food and drinks in an atmosphere perfect for football fans. Whether you're at our bar and patio area or glued to one of our 40 TVs, you won't miss a single play. Planning a game day party? Our semi-private dining and catering options make it easy to host. And for even more fun, enjoy live music. Visit our website for dates. Make every game day unforgettable with the Office Craft Bar and Kitchen, Ballantyne and Indian Land.
It's Chevy truck season. Get 3.9% financing for 60 months on a 2024 Silverado 1500 or heavy duty. Now at your Carolina Chevy dealer. That's 3.9% financing on a 2024 Chevy Silverado for 60 months. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial. Finance charges accrue from date of financing. Some customers may not qualify. Monthly payment is $18.37 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment of 10.2%. Down payment required is signing if applicable. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 10/31/24. So visit your local Carolina Chevy dealer during Chevy truck season and get 3.9% financing for 60 months. Plus, make no monthly payment for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 and HD pickups. Don't delay. Come in today. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
The Panthers and the Fox. It's a match made in Charlotte, the proud home of Carolina Panthers football. 99.7 The Fox.
8:53 to go in the third quarter. Washington 34, Carolina nothing. The last time Washington shut out an opposing team, you got to go back to their last Super Bowl season. They beat the Eagles 23-0 on Monday night back in 1991. On the kickoff, Raheem Blackshear from his own goal line takes it across the 20, lost the football, and JT Sanders able to cover it up. Blackshear's down at the 21-yard line. Sanders able to recover the football. Raheem Blackshear, though, looks to be shaken up. He took a huge hit running it out from his own goal line, and it has been one thing after another for the Panthers today. And now the trainers come out quickly to attend to Blackshear, who has been, let's be honest, one of the only, if not the only, bright spot today with some of his returns. And he took a big hit. The ball came out. Sanders picked it up on the bounce. And Blackshear remains down. Scary moment as the Panthers are huddled around him, many on one knee. Now we're going to step aside here. 8:44 to go, third quarter. We hope Raheem is okay. 34-0 Panthers trail. Panthers football is presented by Morris Jenkins.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
Drive into summer with Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 CR-V or 2024 Accord. Hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
See dealer for financing details.
Chances are you're not hearing this ad while topping 100 in your Aston Martin or taking a spin around town in your Rolls Royce. But if you are, then Donald Trump's tax plan is for you. Just ask him.
You're rich as hell. We're going to give you a tax cut?
But if you're hearing this on your way to work or school pickup, if you're heading to the grocery store or wondering how long you can stretch that tank of gas, then your plan is Kamala Harris's plan. She'll make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share so she can give the middle class a tax cut, as well as $25,000 for first-time home buyers, $6,000 for first-time parents, and a $50,000 tax deduction for starting a new business. Because that guy in the cyber truck that just zoomed by doesn't need another break. But Kamala Harris knows you sure could use one. Paid for by FFPAC, ffpac.org, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. FFPAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When the Panthers want to give back to the Carolinas, they partner with organizations they believe in, like Thompson, who provides children with early education resources, empathetic mentoring, mental health services, and loving homes through foster care. Thompson and their supporters give these children opportunities, changing their outcome and changing our communities. Because Thompson believes that changing lives changes everything. And you can be part of our team by donating or volunteering with Thompson. Learn how at thompsoncff.org.
Raheem Blackshear just able to get up off of the field, walk off on his own, was hit hard on that last return. He was assisted off by doctors. They went straight to the locker room. His right arm was just dangling by his side. He was sort of slumped over to the right. Not exactly sure what is going on with him yet, but at least he was able to leave the field on his own power. Anish?
Yeah, we hope he's okay. Panthers have the football from their own 24-yard line. Andy Dalton is in the shotgun, 3 wide, with the tight end Sanders split out. Dalton takes the snap, looking around, nobody open, chased from the backside. He'll run outside the numbers 20 and cut down at the 24-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Dante Fowler in pursuit. He's had a big game, a sack, had a TFL, also had the pick 6 for the first score of the game.
Yeah, they ran a little TE stunt right there with the tackle, what we call copping outside, so he was the force container, and then the end coming inside.
5 wide, trips left, twins right. Coker slot right, Johnson wide right. Chest high snap to Dalton, pressure coming. Flips it across the middle, brought in by Liggett at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 3rd down and 4 for Carolina. Less than 8 minutes to go here in the third.
You know what? That's a positive gain right there. We went into an empty set. Washington checked to a Tampa 2 with the middle linebacker, Frankie Louisville, running into the middle. Take those 6 yards as you can. So now you're setting yourself up for a 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4. Miles Sanders is the running back. Trips to the left with Liggett, Diontae Johnson, and Coker stacked behind Johnson. Now Coker motions. Panthers work left to right. Down by 34. Dalton the snap. Pump fakes. In trouble. Rolling right. Throws on the run. And over the head of Coker, who was covered by Benjamin St. Juste. It's 4th down. Here comes Johnny Hekker. One note today, J.J. Hansen, the long snapper, playing in his 250th game. One of just 59 players in the history of the NFL to reach that benchmark.
Congratulations, J.J. That's an incredible accomplishment right there. Proud of you, buddy.
How about this? Look at this formation. Johnny Hekker lined up in the shotgun. Now he backpedals into his normal punter stance. Washington getting aligned. Zacchaeus back deep inside his own 25. Play clock winding down. Hekker gets the ball, starts running to his right.
Number 10.
And now we get a delay of game call. I don't know what we were doing there. I have no idea what we were doing there, Jim.
It was a trick play, but the only people we tricked were ourselves. I'm not sure what. I'd like to know what was going to happen maybe after the game, if that was going to be a fake or not. But
well, I mean,
when
Johnny was with the Rams, I mean, he knew how to air it out, and there was a lot of formations when you were looking at the punt team you had to prepare for.
Yep. He's got 20-plus pass attempts, 15 completions in his career. Now he catches the snap, boots it away. Zacchaeus camping under it, makes the catch across the 30. It's a fair catch, and Washington has the ball. 7:09 to go, third quarter. Panthers still without a point, down 34-0. This official timeout brought to you by Bosch Power Tools on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
99.7 The Fox, Charlotte's classic rock.
This is Jim Zoki. Join me Sunday at 1:30 for the Panthers Stadium Show. 3 hours of pregame counting you down to the Panthers-Broncos game on the home of the Carolina Panthers, 99.7 The Fox.
A limited number of single-game tickets are available now at Panthers.com/tickets. Don't miss a touchdown or tackle this season. Secure your tickets before they're gone. Visit Panthers.com today.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs by building more homes and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers who are keeping the cost of everyday goods too high.
Kamala Harris's economic plan is focused on lowering costs for families, so you can keep more of your paycheck. That starts with the cost of housing. For first-time homebuyers, she's offering $25,000 in down payment assistance. To build wealth, her plan offers up to $50,000 in new startup tax deductions. This is exactly how we can build generational wealth and strengthen our community, so we can get the chance to do more than just get by, but to get ahead.
You work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more of it. As president, I'll make that my top priority. I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Mr. Jenkins told me to open up your drain. Gently, 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 till it flows like rain.
Call Morris Jenkins.
I am an AC technician at Morris Jenkins, and he is a Morris Jenkins plumber.
Every house has at least one slow drain. I know air conditioning, and he knows plumbing. I can clear that drain pipe. I can make that toilet quit running.
And he made my faucet quit dripping.
Call Morris Jenkins. The Panthers and the Fox. It's a match made in Charlotte. The proud home of the Carolina Panthers. 99.7 The Fox.
Panthers trail the Commanders 34-0. Third quarter. We pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
WRFX Kannapolis. This is 99.7 The Fox, Charlotte's classic rock. The proud home of the Carolina Panthers.
First down and 10 from the 32 of Washington. Brian Robinson gets the call and corkscrews forward across the 35 to the 36. Let's check in with Sharon Thorsland.
Anish got an injury update on Raheem Blackshear. He has a shoulder injury, is doubtful to return to this game. As I told you before, he walked off the field. His right arm just hanging down by his side, so looks to be his right shoulder, and doubtful to return in this game.
Yeah, it looked pretty bad when it happened. We hope he's okay. Second down and 5, 6:40 to go. Mariota takes the snap, zone read, running right side on the keeper. And Mariota's going to be close to a first down. He's got enough. It'll move the chains for Washington. They've done it on the ground today, as most teams have against the Panthers. You look at the rush defense for Carolina. Gave up 180 in week 1, 219 in week 2. Last 3 weeks, 141, 128, 198. Mariota this time to the air. Throws down the right side. And it's caught by McLaurin along the right sideline. Another first down for Washington into Panther territory now at the 39 of Carolina.
And they just got him in a place where on first down to start up the series, they get 6 yards, and they get a nice little zone read right there by Marcus Mariota for the first down. Then they run a play action. Our defense doesn't know what they're doing. Run, pass, play action. They don't know. They're trying to get settled in, and they can't figure it out.
Watson, the tight end, in motion. Sinnott, the other tight end, motions. Handoff Robinson running right side. Well, both tight ends were lined up, and he meets a host of Panthers inside the 35. Flags come in from the backside.
Holding. Number 87, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, that's John Bates. Carolina's given up 34 or more points now in 4 straight games, and 5 times this season. Just a tough way to do business in the NFL, and part of the reality is injuries. That's part of it, but it's been tough sledding defensively through this first half of the season. Mariota out of the gun, empty set, takes the snap, quick throw, and it is caught. Brought in at the 45-yard line, that is Olamide Zaccheaus, the former Virginia Cavalier. They mark him at the 44. Second down and 15 to go. 5 minutes left in this third quarter.
Yeah, as bad as it is, the Panthers are right on their average, about 34 points per game given up, and no doubt, lots of injuries there, but these guys have pride too, Kurt. I know they don't want to be out on the field and have this be their tape they have to look at this week.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody out here on the field, this is your resume when you step out there, and you are a product of what your tape shows, regardless of that.
On the draw, takes it inside the 40 of Carolina. There's a penalty marker.
Because you can use the excuse you got injuries, which is valid, but they also have Marcus Mariota out there, which is their backup.
There's no foul for face mask on the play. Third down.
Yeah, Jim, if you told us before the game Jayden Daniels was going to play one series and it would be mostly Marcus Mariota, I think you're thinking you got a fighter's chance.
I mean, didn't he walk away from the Falcons towards the end of that season after he got benched? Well, many wondered if he come back and play, yeah.
Philly last year, Atlanta, Las Vegas, 4th team in 4 years for Mariota. Former number 2 overall pick, former Heisman winner out of Oregon. Third down and 9 from the 38 of Carolina. Shotgun snap. Mariota stands in the pocket, floats it over the middle, and that is hauled in for a first down inside the 25 by Noah Brown, the former Cowboy.
That's the second time they've run that play. We call that it's just a high-low play right there. They're sending the tight end out to the flat. They're running that little candy in front of you, and they're running. First time it was Terry McLaurin. The second time was Noah Brown.
They go no huddle. Quick throw, near side flat. Zaccheaus makes the catch and lassoed to the ground by the rookie Shaw Smith-Wade. A gain of 1. Second and 9 from the 21. 3:35 left, third quarter. Panthers in a 34-0 hole. Carolina in week 1 gave up 47 at New Orleans. That is their season high in points allowed. Mariota out of a pistol look. The snap, they give to Robinson, sweeps right, gets the edge, and Amtrak's his way to the 15-yard line. Gain of 6. Third down and 3. 3 minutes to go here in the third.
And I know one thing is important, though. As a team, you want some of your young guys to get that experience. I think that's going to be important. But, you know, when you take out Troy Hill, who has a plethora of years of experience, I will say this. Watching this game, Shaw Smith-Wade, they are kind of finding opportunities to go after him and put him in positions where he's got to lean on whatever he has, and he just doesn't have that game time experience.
And now movement.
Start, number 86, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Give the rookie a little credit there. You saw Smith-Wade on the left side of the Washington formation showing blitz, and he got the veteran Zach Ertz to jump off sides.
We'll take whatever we can get at this point.
Could have got against a few people on the Commanders. I'm not picking on Shaw Smith-Wade. All I'm saying is when you have played in the game for a lot of time, when I say there's that cheese, that eye candy, you're not biting on it. You're making them throw it down and hoping that everyone can rally to stop it.
Third down and 7 after the penalty. Mariota with a deep drop out of the gun. Floats it over the middle. It is complete. And the catch made by the big tight end, Ertz. It's going to be short of a first down. He is at the 14-yard line. Fourth down. Crowd booing the fact that the field goal team is coming on a fourth and about 1.5 yards with a 34-0 lead. I mean,
You greedy.
These fan bases are.
I tell you.
So now they like analytics? Is that what you're telling me? Now all of a sudden analytics is cool? Because analytics will tell you go for it. Austin Seibert on for a chip shot. 31-yard field goal, snap, hold, kick. Good. And like that, it's 37-0 Commanders on top of the Panthers. 1:33 remains in this third quarter. Thank you for listening to Panthers football, presented by Morris Jenkins.
We're going to overtime.
Erica, how much have I spent on concessions?
For questions about their money, Carolina Panthers fans can turn to Erica, the virtual financial assistant in the Bank of America mobile banking app. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/Erica by your side. Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. What would you like the power to do? Erica responses may vary. Digital tools featured require downloading the mobile banking app and may only be available on select mobile devices. Erica is a mobile feature only available in the English language. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America, N.A., member FDIC.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
Drive into summer with the Honda CR-V and Accord, your fun-to-drive weekend getaway vehicles. From Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So hurry in to the Honda Summer Event. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 CR-V or 2024 Accord.
Contact your local Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Panthers football is heard exclusively on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Join us next Sunday as the Panthers travel to Denver to face the Broncos. Kickoff on the network is set for 4:25. Presented by Morris Jenkins, official heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services partner of the Carolina Panthers.
37-0. Washington leads the Panthers. 1:33 to go in the third quarter. As Kirk Coleman fumbles his highlighter. NFL scoreboard. Nothing's working. NFL scoreboard is brought to you by Coke. Tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? You try, you decide. Elsewhere, it is in progress. LA Rams lead Las Vegas 20-6 in the third quarter. Chiefs lead the Niners 14-6 also in the third quarter. Earlier today, it was in London, Jacksonville 32, New England 16. Seattle beat Atlanta 34-14. Buffalo beat Tennessee 34-10. Bengals over the Browns 21-14. Green Bay a winner over Houston 24-22. And those are just some of the scores.
Seibert's kick caught in the end zone by Leggett. A kneel down. Panther ball at the 30. This Carolina defense today has allowed a score on 5 straight Washington possessions. Commanders have had the ball 7 times overall. They've scored on 6 of those drives. You look at the Carolina drives, interception, punt, turnover on downs, punt, kneel down for the end of the half, punt. And now they've got the ball at their own 30-yard line, down 37-0, 1:33 to go in the third. Are you surprised Andy Dalton is still out there?
I am a little bit, but if that's what we feel like is going to be the best opportunity for us to sustain a drive and get down there, I see.
Dalton hands off to Chuba Hubbard, who fights through the mass of humanity and picks up close to a first down, a gain of 9. Second down and 1 coming up.
Might be just a matter of trying to hopefully put together a drive and do something positive so you have a little bit of forward momentum heading into the next week, that this isn't how you leave it out here. Try to fix some things on the field with your starting group.
Panthers only have 124 yards of total offense. Commanders 348. Dalton under center. Hubbard the single back. Fly sweep. It's Leggett. Gets the perimeter. And he is pulled out of bounds after picking up the first down to the 45-yard line. 8 of 7 by the rookie first rounder from South Carolina.
That was a tight handoff on that jet sweep. It was almost like they ran into each other, but they handled it well at the mesh point without giving the ball up.
Timing that up is pretty tough. It is countless times of just going back and forth and making sure the timing of the motion and the speed. The most important thing is getting that handoff and letting those guys run, but it's not always easy.
Dalton extends his arms. 3 receivers set. Leggett motions left to right. The snap, fake to Chuba. Throws it to the flat, left side, Ian Thomas, and he is cut down after a short gain. Maybe 2 on the play. It takes us to the end of quarter number 2. 2nd down and 8, Carolina from their own 47 when the fourth quarter will start. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
This is Ekam Ikea-Kwanu. You're listening to Panthers football on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
With Harris Teeter Fuel Points, your grocery shopping earns gas money. Every dollar spent is a point, and the more fuel points you earn, the more you can save, up to $1 per gallon. Right now, you can earn 4 times the fuel points this Friday. Offer valid with your Vic card and a digital coupon download. Exclusions apply. Another way to save at Harris Teeter.
The only way to be your best self is with your best health. When you have a health partner who doesn't just treat part of you, they care for all of you. That's why more people prefer Atrium Health, because unrivaled care is easier, more accessible, and more complete than ever before, so that you can enjoy more of the moments you love. That's what it means to live meaningfully, to live joyfully, to live fully with Atrium Health.
Fourth quarter from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth. Denise Schroff, Kurt Coleman, Jim Zoki. Sharon Thorsland is down on the sidelines. Perfect storm of calamity for the Panthers this afternoon here in Landover, Maryland. Trailing the Commanders 37-0 as we begin the fourth quarter. Panthers were shut out in the final 2 games of 2023. Still looking to get their first points today. Washington as a franchise has not shut out anybody since 1991. And Carolina will have a 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line, their own 47, working right to left. It's been a tough go all afternoon, and it was a game where Jayden Daniels only played 1 series for Washington before leaving with a rib injury. Andy Dalton is in the shotgun. Chuba Hubbard, the running back, off his left hip. Jalen Coker motions wide right. Commanders showing blitz, and now we get a flag. This might be encroachment.
Should be. The Panthers linemen stood up, but they were resistant to throw a flag. And they do call it finally, although the mic didn't work for the referee.
It's going to be against Washington. 5-yard penalty turns 2nd and 8 into 2nd and 3. And it puts the Panthers in plus territory at the Commanders' 48-yard line.
So this is a good wasted down. I know we want to just continue to get first downs, but I would love to see us, if we have any opportunity to try to throw it deep, let's use it right now.
You know it's 4-down territory. Tight formation. Dalton under center. Hubbard the single back. The snap. Chuba Hubbard gets the call and running over his left tackle. He gets to the 45-yard line. Going to be close. 3rd and 1. .30 seconds gone by, fourth quarter. 3rd down and 1. Dalton under center, split backs with Hubbard and Sanders. Here's the snap, Andy play action. Boots, throws it downfield, Sanders is open, makes the catch, has the 20, and finally gang tackled inside the 20-yard line. Perfect play call there, and it's JT Sanders. Back-to-back games now with 5 catches. He's continuing to get better before our very eyes.
I mean, he is I think a very good receiving tight end. Understanding the game as a whole, I think that's where that maturation process is coming along. But that was a great play action right there. We showed that look, but we ended up going with that fullback dive to Chuba earlier in the game. Now you run that play action. He is wide open crossing the field on the deep over.
A gain of 29, the longest catch of his young career. And a career-high 59 yards receiving. Dalton the snap, handoff. Hubbard finds a seam across the middle and churning inside the 10, all the way to the 8-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play. Chuba Hubbard up to 45 yards rushing on 15 carries. 2nd down and 1, Carolina. They can still get a first down with goal to go.
I'm surprised that hasn't been there more today. We talked about it heading in. The Panthers' O-line has been good. The Washington run defense not good, so hopefully keep the trend going.
Washington has done a decent job, though, with Jonathan Allen out, Dorrance Armstrong out. Dalton to snap, play action, flips it, near side flat. Leggett cut down for a loss. Back at the 11-yard line, that's Sane Ristel. We've called his name quite a bit. Good-looking cornerback, 2nd-round pick. So 2nd and 1 turns into 3rd and 5 after the loss.
A good football player. He's a Michigan guy, and they just really solid college career.
Nick Saban called him pound for pound, maybe the best player in the draft.
Yeah, just solid football player.
Trips to the right. Sanders, the tight end, off left tackle. Dalton, the shotgun snap. Handoff, Miles Sanders. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and Sanders with a first down at the 4.
Exploit the run defense when we can. I like that. There's nothing wrong with giving a heavy dose of runs.
Chuba Hubbard comes back in. First down and goal, Carolina from the Washington 4. A little more than 3 minutes gone by in this 4th quarter. Panthers looking to get on the board. 2 tight ends to the left. Hubbard, the running back, out of a pistol set. Dalton, chest high snap, hands Chuba, sweeps around the left side, has an angle, and cuts it in for a touchdown.
That was such a confident run. There was nothing up the middle, and he immediately made the decision. I'm not running this play. I'm going to bounce it out to the outside, and he got the corner.
And Ian Thomas did a really good job right there of holding that block, but then disengaging as he felt Chuba come to the outside so that it was not a holding call.
Ha-ha, it's not 1991, Washington. Points on the board.
Now the PAT from Eddie Pinheiro. Commanders had an extra man on the field. He runs off. That's Jamin Davis. Snap, Heckler's hold. Eddie's kick is true. Carolina on the board with 11:38 to go in quarter number 4. Your score, Commanders 37, Panthers 7. This official timeout is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
This is your exclusive home for Carolina Panthers football.
7-man drop. Mariota is sacked, charging ahead. Gets the push. Touchdown, Carolina.
Play-by-play coverage of today's game between Carolina and Washington will continue after this.
WRFX.
Mr. Jenkins told me to open up your drain. Gently, 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 till it flows like rain.
Call Morris Jenkins.
I am an AC technician at Morris Jenkins, and he is a Morris Jenkins plumber.
Every house has at least one slow drain. I know air conditioning, and he knows plumbing. I can clear that drain pipe. I can make that toilet quit running.
And he made my faucet quit dripping.
Call Morris Jenkins. Stu and the crew. Join Jonathan Stewart, the Carolina Panthers' all-time leading rusher, for weekly conversations with Panthers legends. Subscribe now on the iHeartRadio app, Panthers.com, and Team app, Apple Podcast, or Spotify.
All right, folks, we're back. Bob just shared his Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina member ID card at his appointment, and looks like they're double-checking that he's covered.
Well, you can be sure he is, Jim. Blue Cross North Carolina has an extensive network of providers, so they've got him covered better than a lockdown corner.
Yep, that's why they're the most preferred health insurer in North Carolina. Okay, they're back with his member ID card, and he's good. Go with Blue Cross North Carolina. Visit BlueCrossNC.com for more information on health, vision, and dental coverage.
Are you ready for some football? Well, you are now, thanks to Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Carolina Panthers and the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score fully verified Panthers tickets. And even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Panthers.
You want Panthers football? We've got every play, every game, every week on 99.7 The Fox.
Changes in the game are brought to you by Thompson, because changing lives changes everything. Visit thompsoncff.org to be a part of it. Panthers will kick off right to left. No onside kick. You have to declare that. McNichols and Ekeler back deep as Eddie sends it away. And Ekeler fields in the end zone, takes a knee. Washington will have it at the 30-yard line with 11:38 to go in regulation. Panthers down 37-7. Kurt, at halftime in this game, Washington honored Darrell Green as a former defensive back. And who knows, they may activate you next week. You're still in pretty good shape. But Darrell Green was a guy who played for a long time in the NFL, fastest man in the league. Had an interception in 19 straight seasons at one point.
Wow.
What does his legacy mean to you?
I mean, I always appreciated the people that came before me. They really did set the bar of what it looked like to be a defensive back, the ability to have the longevity that he had. It speaks to his off the season, in the season, his character. And then I love all this stuff. I grew up watching him and then being around him as I got older, and then having a chance to speak with his son. He meant so much to the communities around, and the legacy that he's left. It's just, I can appreciate the game, but I appreciate the people that help lift up the game, and he is one of those marquee people that I'll say, who are some of the best defensive backs to ever play the game? Darrell Green better be mentioned in every single conversation.
After McNichols ran for 5 yards, Mariota on the zone read takes it to the 35-yard line, hit hard by Shaw Smith-Wade, and Mariota was sliding. We'll watch the replay here. That was close to a penalty. He was giving himself up. Boy, that could have been a penalty. Could very easily have been a flag on Shaw Smith-Wade, none thrown.
He wasn't quite down. It was borderline, but Mariota gave himself up pretty late, too.
It was late. The unfortunate piece as a player, all that stuff is still subject to fine. They can go back and review that, and they can say, nope, that was a legal hit.
If you're a rookie fifth-round pick, it probably hurts a little bit more.
Oh, that's going to hurt big time.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 5. Mariota pump fakes, rolling to his right, dancing around pressure. Now cuts it back to the left. Has a lot of room to run. He's got the 40 and dropped from behind by Marquise Haynes, but it's too late. He picked up the first down. And the Commanders keep the drive alive. I'll tell you this Darrell Green story, Kurt. Many years ago, not too long ago, I was working the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl out in Los Angeles. It's essentially a Senior Bowl type of event for the fringe prospects. A lot of D2, D3 guys, players from smaller schools who might be 5th, 6th, 7th round picks, undrafted free agents. And the NFL brings in a lot of its legends to sort of coach up the position groups during the week. Andre Reed was coaching the wide receivers. As McNichols gets the call on first down, bounces out to the left and pushed out of bounds by J.C. Horn. Gain of a couple. So Darrell Green is coaching the corners, and you're watching the way he's running backwards with that familiar canter. And he's kind of coaching the guys on hip position and leverage and things like that. And there was one young man from a small school who kind of chirped back a little bit. And Darrell Green basically said, buddy, I can still beat you. And so Darrell Green and this, again, college-aged draft prospect, probably half the age, if not more, of Darrell Green, they kind of do that little saunter backwards that cornerbacks do as Mariota uses play action, rolls right, completes to Zacchaeus, near sideline, no, incomplete, he couldn't hold on. And Green beats him at age 50-something.
I believe everything about that story. Hey, he's always, every time I have seen him, he always looks like he's in great shape. And the shape is, I can run 100 yards faster than you type of shape.
And he could.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, I mean, anyone on the field, at any given moment, he can do that. The unfortunate piece about some of the younger players coming out is they didn't grow up watching the NFL films as I did. They go to YouTube, they see the current guys, but there are so many great players, the Rod Woodsons, the Brian Dawkins. Before it became the Prime Sanders era, they were the great players that set the foundation for us all.
Mariota in the pocket collapsing. Mariota steps up, heaves it downfield, wide open. McLaurin breaks the tackle and gets out of bounds deep into Panther territory. Oh boy, that play just took so long to develop. And another big gainer for Washington. Mariota directing traffic just as the pocket collapsed. He's able to get it to McLaurin, who takes it to about the 30-yard line of Carolina. First down and 10, Washington. 8:25 to go. It's a pickup of 25.
It took so long that McLaurin stumbled and still got free on the route because the Panthers had the containment, but they couldn't get to the quarterback to get a hand on him.
Mariota fakes the screen pass, now throws, and it's complete to Ben Sinnott, rookie tight end.
The hard part about what we're looking at and what we're hearing about on our defense is we're getting into third and actually pretty long distances. I mean, I'm looking at it, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7. That was the last one was a 3rd and 7, but the pass rush isn't getting there. And so you're asking your DBs to cover for more than 4 seconds. It's just not doable on a consistent basis. It is tough to win that way. 2nd
and 7 from the 27 after a gain of 3. Mariota out of empty, shotgun snap, flush to his right. Directing traffic, throws over the middle. He's got Zacchaeus coming across on that shallow cross. And that's going to be enough to move the sticks. It's a first down and 10, a gain of a dozen.
Mariota looks like college Mariota right now.
This is incredible. 18 out of 23. And remember, he started 0 for 3.
That's a good point. He's got so much comfort now. He's just rolling out and waving receivers towards him. And he's got really, I hate to say, whether he's in the pocket or out of it, all the time he needs to look downfield.
That's right.
Cliff Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator for Washington, former head coach at Arizona and at Texas Tech. Here's the pitch, right side, McNichols stops on a dime, cuts it back inside the numbers to the 10, and there he goes down with Smith-Wade closing. Pickup of 6 on first down, ball at the 9, 2nd down and 4. And you got to remember, Cliff Kingsbury is a master play caller who always plays to the strengths of his quarterback. Mariota out of the shotgun, the snap, the give to McNichols, and he is hammered immediately. Tackle made by Incoom.
And so late that Kingsbury's taking his sunglasses off. He doesn't look like he's at the beach in California right now. Started out with those.
3rd down and 2, ball on the 7-yard line. Kingsbury a year ago was with USC with Caleb Williams. Obviously coached Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. Mariota comes under center. McNichols the deep back. The snap, play fake. Mariota rolling to his right. And he is spun down. Nice play in space by Dane Jackson to trip him up at the 10-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. 4th down, and Seibert will come on for another field goal try.
It's interesting, too, the play calling is that your starting quarterback is out. The game is won. And you're putting your quarterback in peril almost on every down. I can't believe they keep putting him out there to run the ball.
I was thinking that even from the very first time that he came out and stepped on the field, they were still running that offense as if Jayden Daniels was still very healthy and active, because you can't go down anymore to your emergency quarterback because there's nothing else after that. But obviously the offense is the offense and all the guys that know how to run it.
Field goal try by Seibert is good. 29-yard kick. Makes it 40-7, Washington. 4:55 left in regulation. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
We're going to overtime.
Erica, how much have I spent on concessions?
For questions about their money, Carolina Panthers fans can turn to Erica, the virtual financial assistant in the Bank of America mobile banking app. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/Erica by your side. Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. What would you like the power to do? Erica responses may vary. Digital tools featured require downloading the mobile banking app and may only be available on select mobile devices. Erica is a mobile feature only available in the English language. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America, N.A., member FDIC.
With all these new winners at the North Carolina Education Lottery Winners Club, we need to decide who's in charge.
We need a top prize winner.
We need someone who's good with words, like us crossword winners.
If elected leader, I will extend the hours during which all winners can use the diamond-encrusted hot tub.
Yes.
New scratch-offs mean new winners. This month's tickets are packed with $370 million in total prizes. The Winners Club awaits. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.04 to 4.31. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
This is Chuba Hubbard. More Panthers football is on the way, exclusively on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
Drive into summer with Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 1.9% APR on a 2024 Ridgeline and a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Passport and 2025 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
This Panther offense getting ready to take the field again. It'll be Bryce Young coming in at quarterback. Been warming up over here on the sideline. Took a few snaps from Brady Christensen to get themselves on the same page. This offense finally got a little sense of relief after that touchdown. Guys were excited to finally get back on track. None more than Andy Dalton. I think he was really happy with the work of JT Sanders. Had that big 29-yard catch in that drive. They've been spending a lot of time working together on routes, making sure they're on the same page with everything. Seems like it's starting to pay off for those two.
It's one of these games where, yeah, listen, I think we all knew that it would be a struggle on defense just because of the rash of injuries. If you looked at the Panthers' injury report this week as Seibert kicks it off, and Liggett from his own end zone takes a knee, it read like a Tolstoy novel. I mean, there was 20-some-odd guys on the injury report this week, and you were already down some key pieces who are out for the season or out for an extended period of time. Offensively, though, since Dalton took over, for the most part, this team's had moments where they've shown they can move the ball. Today, just some early mistakes, a couple of turnovers. You got down in a hole. It took you away from the run game, and here you are. It's 40-7. Bryce Young now comes in with 4:55 to go in the fourth. It's his second appearance since being benched after the Week 2 loss to the Chargers. Young is under center with Hubbard behind him as the single back. Give is to Chuba, running behind big Robert Hunt, which is usually a good idea. Gain of a couple.
Not honestly a fan of Chuba Hubbard running the ball right now to be taking starters out with a game that's 40-7. I think save his legs maybe at 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter.
I mean, I don't think this is a move to put Bryce in as a way to say, like, we're conceding what's going on, or I'm really seeing this as an evaluation tool. If we have all of our starters out there, what can Bryce do with this offense? And I really do think if he can go down here and make something work, there is something to be said about that.
Second down and 7. Here's the snap. Young play fake. Boots hits JT Sanders across the 30-yard line. And he's tackled at the 35. Only 2 on the play. 3rd and 5. Now, again, context matters, right? Percy Butler, backup safety. Emmanuel Forbes, backup cornerback. Washington has a lot of its second stringers. Michael Davis, another backup cornerback out there.
And they'll probably play something of a soft zone or something where they're going to give you underneath stuff.
So Bryce Young, yes, he is in there. Washington has a lot of second teamers out there as well. 3:30 to go, 3rd and 5 from the 35. Sanders off the right hip of Young. Shotgun snap, went to Young's left arm. Screen pass, Sanders tried to make the first guy miss. Instead, he's going to be tackled for a big loss. It's going to bring up 4th down, and the Panthers will go 3 and out.
Or
it's a loss of 6.
Or will they leave the offense out there? Nope, here they come. They delayed it. That'd be a big ask on 4th and 11.
So Young 2 for 2, minus 4 yards on that drive. Really the only bright spot on offense today, J.T. Sanders. He set a career high in receiving in back-to-back games, 6 catches, 61 yards today. Hecker booms this one away. Takes a bounce at the 30. Zacchaeus will let it roll, and it's picked up by Carolina at the 24-yard line.
And you would expect a couple running plays from here from Washington. They've been throwing up until this point.
Yeah, 2:37 left. Yep.
You start to look ahead for the Panthers. The good news is you're hoping reinforcements are on the way. Hopefully Josie Jewell can come back sooner rather than later. He can be the communicator in the middle of that defense. You hope Ashawn Robinson's injury is not significant. Clowney was doubtful this week. Maybe he can come back next week as McNichols gets the call and drives across the 30, tackled by LeBrian Ray. Jordan Fuller getting closer. We keep hearing DJ Wanham might be getting closer for that practice window to open up. Dane Jackson returned today. Adam Thielen's another guy. Jonathan Brooks, I think, is somebody who can provide some excitement over the back half of the season. The rookie out of Texas, the second-round pick, the running back. 2 minutes left in this one. We're at the 2-minute warning. Your score, the Panthers trail Washington 40-7. Panthers football is presented by Morris Jenkins.
Hey, Panther fans. When it comes to game day, it's all about the food. And Harris Teeter has everything you need. Score big with deals from great brands like these. Farm-rich breaded mozzarella sticks and potato skins. Old El Paso. Tostita pizza rolls. New saucy spoon baked beans. Gatorade GX bottles and pods. And Blue Diamond almonds. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods. Harris Teeter, the official grocery store of the Carolina
Panthers football is heard exclusively on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Join us next Sunday as the Panthers travel to Denver to face the Broncos. Kickoff on the network is set for 4:25. Presented by Morris Jenkins, official heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services partner of the Carolina Panthers.
There are trucks, and then there's the truck, GMC Sierra. With game-changing available features like the world's first available 6-function multi-pro tailgate, the V8, and the ultimate luxury interior. A powerful combination so you can drive like a champion every time you get behind the wheel. Test drive your new GMC Sierra today, because there are trucks, and then there's the truck, GMC, professional-grade truck of the Carolina Panthers.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of explosion, a lot of energy and attitude.
It's a whole different vibe. With these open earbuds, it's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears.
You feel good enough to go out there and play.
You turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
The Panthers staring at another loss. It would be their 4th in a row. This team started 0-2, benched Bryce Young. Andy Dalton got the start week 3 against the Raiders, won in Las Vegas. Well, the following week at home against Cincinnati, Panthers were right there. Had a chance to knock off the Bengals. Couple of plays decided that game. Lost to Cincinnati. Last 2 weeks have not been as great. The Bears defense put the shackles on Andy and the offense. And then last week, just couldn't keep up with the Falcons in their offense. And then today, really, from the very start, Panthers have struggled. They threw a pick 6 on their opening drive, and it has been an avalanche since then. On first down, on second down, it's McNichols just hammerheading through that Panther defense. Out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 9. It's a first down, less than 2 minutes to go. And this was a game, Kurt, where, listen, it felt like there was an opportunity. Jayden Daniels goes down with a rib injury, exits the game. Marcus Mariota comes in. We've seen enough of Mariota to know that He's prone to mistakes, and he's had his struggles as an NFL quarterback. And Daniels, despite playing just one series in this game, didn't really matter. The Commanders put up 40.
Yeah, it really did not matter from the get-go. Unfortunately, we had a promising first drive to start this game. There were things that were working with the zones, with Chuba, the fly sweeps with Miles Sanders, some of the other things that we were doing. And then you get to the crucial part of the third down in their red zone. And what a play would have been was just to throw it down to the feet when it wasn't ready. He throws it and tries to make something out of nothing, something that we actually saw against the Atlanta Falcons last week when we were down 28-20. He's coming out on the boot, and you're just trying to make something. You're trying to create and manifest something that's not there, where the play was throw the ball on the ground, kick the field goal, go up 3-0, and then let's see what our defense can do now.
Washington with a kneel down, and another kneel down should do it. The questions for the Panthers after this week. One will be health, as the Commanders take a final kneel down and wrap up a 40-7 win, dropping Carolina to 1-6. Washington improves to 5-2. Jim, the questions for Carolina in the coming week. One, health. How many guys are they going to get back, especially on the defensive side? Two, I think this will open up at least speculation from local and national media about the quarterback situation.
Yeah, I mean, this was 93 yards passing today against a team that defensively yardage-wise was 29th and lost Jonathan Allen last week. This was not like the number one defense. Like the Bears, that's a tough defense. That's a buzzsaw. This was not that kind of a defense today, and it started out poorly with the pick six, and it never got going. So, yeah, you had 93 yards passing, 2 interceptions by Andy Dalton today. So it's fair speculation. To me, I would say there's 10 games to go. There's plenty of time to cross that bridge if you want to later on. But you mentioned some guys are coming back. Adam Thielen, Jonathan Brooks probably in the next 2 weeks as long as his recovery goes well. So there might be some other, you get Taylor Moton back, have some other opportunities where you can kind of see what you got with this offense collectively out there. And then later there's going to be time for that if the record continues in the path that it's headed right now.
Yeah. We will have our final thoughts and a reaction from head coach Dave Canales and the locker room here on the Panthers postgame show presented by Southern Star, an official bourbon of the Carolina Panthers. Celebrate the spirit of the Carolinas. You have any on you, Jim?
I don't have it on me because we're working, but I know where we can find some if we need to on the way home.
Mike Pacheco, Eugene Robinson are in the studio. Highlights from the game, scores from around the league, exclusive interviews, and final thoughts. A final score from Landover, Maryland. Panthers fall to the Commanders 40-7. You're listening to Panthers football presented by Morris Jenkins.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of explosion, a lot of energy and attitude.
It's a whole different vibe with these open earbuds. It's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears.
You feel good enough to go out there and play.
You turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
You're listening to Panthers Football, presented by Morris Jenkins, official heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services partner of the Carolina Panthers.
When the Panthers want to give back to the Carolinas, they partner with organizations they believe in.